How y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I'm going to be continuing on Project 2 on my Leathercraft journey, which is actually just a leather kind of sheath for the wing divider that I purchased. Yeah, like, the point on this thing's actually really sharp, and I don't trust myself to not stab myself with it, so rather than using, like, this cheap rubber plastic thing, I want to put it in something more, you know, long term. So we're gonna work on that today. But before we get into it, if you like what you see, and you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/dickrecord, where you can catch me streaming video games and other assorted nonsense, including this, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, let's hope that my coffee kicks in sometime soon, guys. Alright, so the plan was, and I folded this over, I soaked this in water last night. Actually, the past 2 nights, so it's a little moist inside. I hate that word. It's still a little moist in there, but I needed to get it moist so that I could, like, weigh it down, right? And so the plan is, this goes in here, right? That kind of acts as the sheath. We're kind of freehanding the whole thing, right? That goes in there. I stitch this area down, and then I probably trim off the excess leather. And then we put a button clasp here, right? And I, again, trim off the excess leather. That's the plan. That's the plan. That is the plan. I thought so too, Hunter. And I wanted to make something that was, like, both functional and something to also remind myself of, like, where I came from with this, because, like, the goal is, this is gonna sound real weird. I actually dug some stuff out. The goal was, I want to make, like, you know, things that I could use in my daily life. I really like tote bags and satchel bags that are made out of leather, and I kind of want to make those at some point in the future. But the first thing that I ever got that was made of leather, like, not made of leather, but, like, made of, like, an American-made piece of leather stuff, is this wallet. It was from an ex. I picked it out as a present that I picked out, because she was like, well, what do you want me to get you? I was like, I don't know, give me this, I guess, you know? Because I always kind of wanted something like this. This is made by Quarter Leather, actually. You could tell by the logo on the back. They have a YouTube channel that's just full of, like, tutorials and everything. I was actually watching a lot of their stuff recently, and that's where I found out, like, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel is just like, oh, like, yeah, he's the guy that taught me how to saddle stitch, you know? And this was, like, the first, like, piece of, like, not the first piece, but, like, the first piece of something that you could tell was, like, made by somebody by hand in, not in America. I have tons of, like, made in America boots that are also made of, like, Horween, Chrome XL, you know, or Latigo leathers, and, you know, but, like, this kind of, like, was the inspiration, sort of. It was just, like, even before we even got this, I just kind of wanted to do something like this instead of, like, purchasing it from somebody else. I was like, well, I think I could do that, right? Like, it's just stitching. I never stitched anything before. I tried to, like, mend jeans. They all came out terrible. I just don't even wear them. But I tried to mend my, like, selvage denim from Japan, and it's just like, or selvage denim from the US, and it's just like, this looks terrible. This still looks like the crotch is blown out, but now there's, like, a patch on it. I don't know. Because the problem that I have with all of my selvage, like, my expensive denim, is that I always blow out the crotch. Make of that what you will. But I still absolutely love products that are made in the US, you know, made in Canada, made someplace where somebody's getting paid a fair wage to, like, snooze that ad. Somebody's getting paid a fair wage to, like, you know, make something, rather than, like, having that labor outsourced because NAFTA made it so cheap to get labor outsourced to another country. You know what I mean? Hey, Feels Dry, how you doing? Welcome back. One of the is a toolbox. That's pretty cool, actually. I kind of want to do woodwork, but I don't have the space for it. Like, I do not have the space for it, and, like, those things are, like, real loud. Another one that I wanted to do is metalwork, right? Forging stuff. I have a buddy, Peebles Senpai, who sometimes swings by. He changed his name a few times. at one point he ran his channel as Party Forge, and he doesn't do it anymore, but he was just like making knives on stream. And I was like, you should just keep doing it, dude. And he kind of like lost interest. And I was like, fine, you know. How much for the wallet? I can't sell this. This is my actual wallet. I mean, like, not my actual wallet. I don't use this anymore. Here's the problem. I would have sold this wallet, right? Erwin, also, how are you doing? I would have sold this wallet on eBay a long time ago because an ex got it for me, and I just don't want to like have it around to like remind me of her. But I'm not going to show you guys. But on the inside, under the leather, there's impressions of my credit card number, so I can never ever let this go, which is real sad. I'd have to like essentially shred it. I'd have to shred it in order to let this go away, essentially. But to be perfectly honest, Bar Weasel is hitting an important point here. I do plan on like making stuff like this for the channel that can be redeemed for channel points. I just need to get there. I need to get there. And I'm gonna start with again, as One Arm Hunter was pointing out, some of the best projects you could do when you first start out with a craft is just like stuff for yourself. You know, woodworkers make a toolbox. I'm making like things that I could put my equipment in so that I don't hurt myself, right? A needle pouch, so, again, so that I don't hurt myself. A compass, a wing divider holder, so that I don't hurt myself, right? And I think the next project actually is going to be a sheath for these shears so that, again, I don't hurt myself. Because one of my greatest fears is like reaching into a tool bag or whatever and then like pulling my hand up and it's just like, oh, I'm bleeding because something in there was sharp.
Welcome home, Carl. Glad to be back.
But yeah, I am. That's true. It was my old credit card though, and so it's just sort of on there, and it's like, ah, cool. So I have to keep that that wallet around forever. But I was saying, like, this thing was made by Quarter Leather. This is their logo, and they actually have like a ton of tutorials and videos on YouTube. And I was absorbing like so many of them, and you know, like he's kind of inadvertently one of my best teachers for Leathercraft. But also, it's just like he made me realize, like, yeah, you can just do that. Like, you could just do that. This wallet's a few years old. This color was never originally this color. I think this is color. The outside was actually, I think it was this color. But because of use, it just sort of like absorbed oils and developed what's called the patina here, and that's why it just sort of looks kind of nice, you know? Anyway, I don't use that wallet anymore because it's actually, when you put cards in it, it gets real chunky. Can you make a wean sheath? No, actually feels dry. The other day I was like thinking about this. You need way more leather than like most people don't realize how much leather goes into like most projects, right? I was talking with somebody the other day who, like, not as a client, but this is before I started this whole thing even, and they were saying like they want to get a randoseru, which is one of those Japanese backpacks that they get for kids. It's like this leather backpack. It looks real cute. It's got like this large back panel to it, and he was like, it can't be that much. How much do you think they cost? And I'm like, those are like $500 to $600. I knew this off the top of my head because I'd priced them out before. He's like, no, that can't be right. So he goes and he looks it up, and it's like, this says that it's 65,000 yen. How much is that? About $500 to $600. Oh, I don't have the Discord ready, Erwin. You know what though? Here. Crap, as I smack my microphone. Erwin, my Discord's still not up and running. It's just sort of me doing things to add to it when I get a chance. I'll send you an invite, alright? Bellic's already in there, right? We don't really do much in there except I complain about things. And everybody thinks that I'm a psycho, Erwin. I was thinking about, I think I figured out a way to like keep the Discord as like invite only, but also make it like still free to join. And I think that the best way to do it is have it be a channel point redeem. Fucking snooze, fucking snooze. So I was thinking to make the Discord invite a channel point redeem for people, especially if like by the time somebody like amasses like the amount of points that it would cost, I would know them well enough, and I would just refund them the points anyway. I was thinking about doing that, right? Because like I don't want it to be open to like just anyone, you know, because I'm still sort of like wary of people getting in there and you know, trolling. So yeah. No. It's real talk. Real talk. I've been slacking on like even adding like adding features to it. Wait, did you add like Oh, I remember that yours is like it's invite only, but like, you know, it's basically like you know a person long enough or well enough and it's just like, yeah, come on. Here's the Discord invite. And I have to admit personally, I'm like very not the best Discordian, right? Is that the term? I'm not great at Discord. I'm not great at Discord mainly because like I'm just very quiet. What's the matter, Summer? 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 Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I should actually I'm gonna use this as a piece of scrap to punch into. I thought it was a good idea. Like, you know, like essentially you're here long enough to get that many points. There's no like real charge to get that many points, right? You just chill and chat. I don't know if I should make it 20 or 20 might be too low. I think 50 is a good amount, and then like I just refund the points, right? So it's no real charge. It's just like basically there's just like that whole like are you a real dickhead? I know that a lot of you are.
Same things make us laugh, make us cry.
I know that you all are real dickheads, but
we gotta take care of our business. Go see your brother at the cemetery. Come on, let's bounce.
Aw. That's right, cause guys, if you don't know, Feels Dry is slowly coming back into streaming. I think he's aiming for partner by the end of the year, right? Right, Feels? I think that's what you said. Live on stream for everyone to hear. I don't know. I'm doing this off stream. It's a little bit of a
nice car, Smoke. You know me. It's not cut.
Feels Dry is probably like one of the best Rocket League players I've ever seen. He blows that that Lady Air chick out of the water. And she's amazing. But Feels is also way prettier. Feels is way prettier to look at. I'm gonna say that right now. Alright, so again, this is just so what I like about Leathercraft is that like I feel like I get to like freestyle a lot of stuff, and that's what I'm doing here. I have no plan for this. I was just going like, alright, so I have this idea in my head. Button, stitches, trim off the excess, done. And now we're getting to the part where it's like, okay, where are we putting these stitches? Where are we stitching, boys? And it's like, oh no. I think this is a good spot. Just to start. I'll put those notches there. The problem with leather is if you're not careful, right? You can like accidentally mark areas that you don't want to. So, oh, this is where we start to hammer. You know, maybe I should. Okay, so this light's mainly for me, and also for y'all, but mainly for me. Oh no, the armature's in the camera view. Whatever. There's a lot of stealth. There is a lot of stealth. It's a fun game. It's a fun game, but there's a lot of stealth. Let me move this away from my camera, which is my phone. It's a very fun game. I think that's deep enough that I could just continue going through like that. Yes. Okay. And it's like aimed at people that like have kids, if that makes any sense, right? We've got the holes in there. I do need to buy a camera. I do need to buy a camera because like every time I want to like refocus this thing, I have to like actually tap it. All right, so I'll put that into the budget. Get out of there. Get out of here, stalker. I'll probably use the 2-prong now. I want to curve this down a little bit. Or maybe I should just keep going straight for like a much cleaner look to it.
Move it, CJ.
I keep going straight. Let's see. I don't know. Hasn't really helped me the majority of my life, right? Get it? Let's see. I keep going this way.
Shit, a bonus car's on.
We don't go down to there. We go down to here at the very most.
Motherfucker.
Because that just, like, doesn't really need to be punched. Am I playing GTA in the background? Is there a sound in the background? Is there a sound in the background? Oh, wait, hold on.
Why you bother coming back?
Oh, shit. No, there wasn't. Lulzy sent me a video of a glitch involving some swing sets that I guess it just kind of, like, kept playing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I must have left it running. Lulzy sent me this video of this glitch in GTA 4 where if you, like, drive a car at these at this swing set. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. I just kind of, like, let it on, didn't I? If you drive a car at the swing set and, like, you kind of, like, wait and then you keep, like, backing up intermittently, it just launches you like a catapult three towns over. And I was just like, that's a thing? They should patch that out. And he's like, yeah, that's in, like, every version of the game. I'm like, really? That's stupid. The physics in Liberty City and the GTA games in general has always been suspect. But, yeah, sorry about that, guys. That should not have been there. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible streamer. I am a terrible streamer. It's how real physics work. Is it? Shit. You know what that means? What just fell? Oh, my water bottle. You know what that means? I need to go touch grass more. That's the real issue. So guys, happy Monday. I know that a lot of people do not like Mondays. We call them Garfield. I'm kidding. Monday is not a great... It was never a great invention, right? Alright. So we didn't... Lego. We didn't do the thing where I dig like a trench in the holes. That sounds bad. We didn't do the thing where I use my skiver to, like, dig holes in these stitch holes, right? We didn't do that. We're not going to. It's already too late, but I couldn't have done it anyway because I don't think there was enough space for me to, like, or enough clearance, I should say, for me to, oh, I should have this on screen. I don't think there's enough clearance for me to do that. I just widen these holes. You know, sometimes you gotta widen these holes, right? Some of you larger fellas may know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't, though. I wouldn't. There we go. Yeah, you like that, don't you? I should stop that. I really should. Should I have done them from this side? Probably, because these are the smaller punctures. But, like, so as someone who hasn't been on a swing in years due to a court order, that's a joke. That is a joke. You know, I don't know how they work anymore. Okay. So, unfortunately, I think there was, like, a bit of staining just from me pressing the leather under some weights. I put something on top of it, too, and it was wrapped in, like, in a paper towel, but I don't know. It seems to have stained a little bit. Hopefully maybe that's just watermarks. I don't know. Water staining, and hopefully that just goes away over time. But then again, also, like, these tools might be greasy enough that it'll just cover it up. Oh, also, I'm gonna probably condition with, like, leather honey sometime in the future. Hashtag not sponsored, but it seems to be pretty good conditioner for leather. I used it on my my 11-year-old Chippewa boots. Hi, Summer. Summer wants attention. I'm sorry. You never forget being a bottom? That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I figure you shouldn't, right? If you did, whoever was being your top didn't do a good job. Summer, I need you to not play with these, okay? She's like, I want to play with your tools. Summer, Summer, they're not for babies, okay? Alright, so these needles, we're probably not gonna use those for a while. I should probably use a different color thread, right? I like how the white looks, but we're experimenting here, so I should probably try something else. Maybe the orange would be a nice contrast. I don't like the gray. The gray is like very specifically for like something else. And I think this is more for like this maroon is more for like if you very specifically. Although the yellow-ish might be good too. The gold, I guess it's gold, right? Brown. I don't like the darker thread. I feel like the thread should be a lighter color almost always, unless it's unless the leather's like very light, in which case you then want the contrast of a darker thread. We've already tried the white. The white looks alright. I try the gold. I try the gold. I don't think there's enough contrast, but that doesn't matter here. That's not what we're going for. Can't go wrong with brown. I mean, that's fair too. But there's like, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 browns. You know? And maybe it's because I'm used to how it is on here, right? They clearly used I think this was white threading at one point, and it's absorbed enough color over time, right? And these will absorb color over time. It's synthetic thread. I think it was the white thread though that they used for this wallet that slowly became like this color. All right, so I need some threads. I mean, some needles. Then after we sew this together, we're going to trim the edge. But we're going to make sure it fits. Then we're going to trim the edge. I use this smaller threads. I learned from last time you should use smaller threads. One of the things that I wanted to do with this needle pouch was actually put a magnet bar in the back, and then I started to price out magnets. I couldn't use like a cheap refrigerator magnet, so that was out. I needed like a very strong one, like possibly like a neodymium bar, and they only sell those in bulk. And so I'd be like, cool, what do I do with the rest of these? What am I going to do with the rest of these magnets? I can't like have this many magnets around all my sensitive electronic equipment. So it's like, well, there goes that. Unless I'm like manufacturing these, you know what I mean? Somebody's calling me. Hold on. It was my health insurance. I'm sorry about that. Put them in a box under the bed. I mean, like, I just can't think of anything to do with them. Like, after I used the one, it's just like it was the only time that a needle, sorry, not a needle, a magnet even came to my, you know, something that I was thinking about. What's the matter, Summer? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Oh, you guys must have heard that one. Well, if you want attention, you're getting attention. You want attention, you're getting attention, you. You gonna be a big girl? Ship the rest to you. Oh god, can you imagine all the electronic equipment that's getting shipped in the mail that's just gonna get ruined? I feel like that's still a bad idea, right? Then again, they'd have to ship them to me. Yeah. It's too late. I already made the needle pouch. It's too late. I already bought the needle. I mean, I already made the needle pouch. Y'all saw me make the needle pouch. I don't even know what I was about to say bought. Let's see. Alright, so cat's in my lap, which means I have to be very careful with anything sharp. In case she decides to be overzealous and jump or something. We don't need this right now, so I'll put this... Please don't fall. Please don't fall. I'll put that there. But yeah, like, I don't know. It seems annoying to, like, because it's literally, I think the minimum order was like 50 of them. And so, like, my dumbass is like, well, do I just, like, start jamming them on the fridge or something? You know? Alright, cat's off my lap. I don't know why she gets like that sometimes. I think she just wants attention. She's a very sweet cat, but, like, sometimes just like, what? What do you want? And she's just like, I want you to stop what you're doing. And it's like, but why? Cause what? Cause. Alright. Needles are flying all over the place. I have a threader too, and I should learn to use it. Because I've never learned to use a needle threader. I just kind of cram them in there. Come on. Try this again. Let's cut the end off again. Well, that went off into the shadow realm. Also, this needle's like filthy. Don't use filthy needles, kids. Jesus Christ. Alright, there's all this like debris here. Always use clean needles. Fresh, clean needles. Don't poke myself. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. I used to be able to do this. I don't want to do the thing that I learned when I was very young in order to like make a point with thread, because these don't actually need it, right? This is waxed thread, so it already kind of like has like this waxiness to it. It used to be if I needed to make a point with a thread, I would like, you know, use my saliva, right? Probably not the best idea, especially considering how like probably filthy my hands are right now. I've been touching everything, and are these magnetized? Come on, go in there. There we go. There we go. All right, come on, baby. Perfect. Molto bene. Hey, what's up, Wolfie Taurus? How you doing? How's everything been? How was your weekend? We're about to do some stitching in this leather sheath. That sounds bad. For a wing divider that I purchased so that I can wing divide. It's a compass. It's just a compass. But it's for Leathercraft. So I use it for scratching things into leather. To mark things. You just made a bag yesterday. Holy shit. How long have you been doing Leathercraft? How long have you been doing this? I just started. This is day 3 of me doing things. I wanna work my way up to making bags in leather, because I mean this is beautiful like totes and clutches, and I just want to be that guy that's just like, yeah, I just made this. Although my brain can't wrap my head around doing the lining. I'll be perfectly honest. Oh yeah, so yeah, I was talking earlier about like arandoseru and how like they're expensive, right? And they give them to school kids. My acquaintance was getting very like incredulous about it because it's just like, they give those to school kids. It's like, yeah, and they use them for like 5-10 years. It's like, that's insane. They're like $600. Yeah, they are. They're made by craftsmen. You know, it's not like they have them. Well, some of them are made overseas, but for the most part, you know, they're made by leather craftsmen, and that takes a lot of time, and it's a lot of leather. The amount of leather that like is in there is like, I mean, you have to use more than just like half a hide. Like, yeah, it's hard to explain, but like basically on every hide, there's only certain amounts of leather that you can like realistically use that looks pretty. Some of it like near the ends, because leather comes off an animal. The stuff that's on the edges usually is like around where the joints are, the limbs and everything, and so that stuff is actually going to be subject to what's called loose grain creasing. So if you fold it a lot, it's going to get like really deep creases in it. Now with leather, use cotton and also you crochet. Oh, nice. I have a friend that crochets. She really enjoys crocheting. Like, she really enjoys it. She carries it around with her all the time. If she's on public transit, she just kind of busts out the needles and starts going like, you know, and it gives her like something to do with her hands. And like, it's all sort of like a long math puzzle that she really seems to enjoy. Oh, does my face keep getting cut off? I'm sorry. This whole setup is very ad hoc. I have a table, a folding table here. This is a folding table. I have a computer desk, which is where, like, you know, the ring light is on and, like, mounted to, and so is my phone that I'm using as a camera. No, no, I'm not like Right Said Fred, it all feels dry. Do not even equate me to that. You know what? I should actually make this at an angle. Then maybe I could do that, and that'll be out of the way. I don't know what I'm doing. Isn't one of those TV dinners? Maybe. Maybe? 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 It folds. It's a folding table that is, I had a ruler right here, actually. I'm probably gonna need it. Let's see, it's, 12. Figure 19 by, it's like 14 by 19. This is gonna sound real weird. I've always wanted to get a sewing machine simply to do like my mending for my jeans and everything, but I also just don't know where I would put that thing. You know? Oh boy, is this hole big enough? I do not know how to like. I didn't look it up. I didn't look up how to properly you know, put the thread on the needle. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's okay. One of these days I'll figure it out. One of these days I'll figure it out. But until then, you're gonna have to see me struggle, guys. Struggle. Struggle buggle. I should have looked it up. I should have looked it up. I should, like, make myself homework. Homework. Look up this thing. Oh, come on. Come on, needle. There we go. Come on, needle. Uh-oh. Don't come on the needle. No, it's weird. I think it's weird for me because, like, one, I'm a guy, and two, I would have, like, very limited uses of it, right? It's just me wanting to mend my pants. Although I did have an idea for a hoodie that's more than just, like, a graphic design on the hoodie. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I want to make it one day. You know what I mean? I think that a lot of guys consider it not very masculine to, like, you know, sew, even though you know, I disagree, but, you know, I don't actually care about what people do. What did I do here? What did I do there? I didn't mean for that to go. Oh, well, that's under there now. All right, cool. Tighten that. Okay. Re-gouge these holes. I know I spent time gouging them too. Is that the term, gouging? Just when you make them bigger? Or is it just like, I know that you're not supposed to make them too big though, because then you run the risk of, when you tighten this, stretching the leather, right? So, you made hoodies? And you sold one? Do you have like a whole store? Is it like, is that your main thing or is that like a hobby thing for you? I don't know if I'll ever sell any of this stuff, but I know that in the future, what I'd like to do is be able to like offer as channel point redeems. Very expensive channel point redeems, mind you. Mainly to reward the old heads, I guess. The old dickheads. Because followers of the channel are dickheads. You know, with like actual leathercraft that I've made. We'll get there eventually. And that was the thing that I was planning on adding to the channel point redeem to, you know, basically, because I know that a lot of people here have a lot of channel points because I had this one exorbitantly priced thing sitting there for the longest time and it was redeemed finally after a year by my good friend Mirage Omega, who he was a man on a mission. He was just like, just here every day going like, I'm getting these points, baby. I was like, oh no, you actually did it. And like a year later, almost exactly a year after the post went up on Twitter about it, he redeemed it. I was like, holy shit. Holy shit, you did it. By the way, speaking of Twitter, there's a poll on the Twitter for another channel point redeem that's in the works. I need people to vote if you haven't already. And the voting place is only on the Twitter. Or And it's going to be a sticker, which I will send out to you. I have to have them made. I'm only going to have 100 made. I'm going to individually number them. I'm going to send them out. And they will be yours to put on whatever public or private surfaces you want. Please do not affix them to the genitalia. I can't be held responsible if you rip out your pubes. I know some of you are going to fucking do that. Wait, they make their clothes from scratch? It's actually kind of cool. You have enough for the little girl voice? No, no. Oh no. Oh no. That's gonna be terrible. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Should I be worried? Should I be worried? Drawing commissions? Okay. Alright. So it's cool. I think it's cool when people like turn their hobby, right, into something that they can like actually have a side hustle out of, right? I'm not planning on doing that with this, right? Although, who knows, right? Like everything. Like everything. Who knows? Really. But, you know, I just want to, like... It's really about, like, having the thing, right? Like, I like having things that are made out of, like, you know, Edo leather. That's just me. And so, that's what this journey is kind of about. It's like, I like that. I want that. I can make that? Wait, you could just make that? Oh, shit. You know, that's it. I think I'm gonna take this around here, actually. Should I have punched another hole, then? If I bring the thread outside of this, I know that it creates a venue for there to be... Oh, shit. Oh, I broke a needle. Oh, boy. Okay. I had to get some pliers so I could pull that through, and then I'm gonna rethread that. But I just broke a needle, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first one! Exactly. Like, it's crazy how certain things are just, like, really... The main thing that, like, upsets me about... We'll be here, Feels. The main thing that upsets me about, like, some clothing brands is, like... Okay, let's take a look at Supreme, right? Supreme did a collaboration with Hanes so that you could buy a Hanes t-shirt branded with Supreme on, like, the on the sleeve for, like, $50? But it was just a Hanes tee. And you could buy a pack of like 4 Hanes white t-shirts for like $14. And so it's just like the markup on that's wild. And it's just a name. It really is just a name. Now I know that like people are just gonna be like, well, you don't understand Supreme. And it's like I do understand Supreme. I think that you guys just don't understand money. But you know, like there are certain things that you see and it's just like that looks cool, right? One of the things that I really like that's like really well engineered clothing is I don't know if you're familiar, Taurus, with this brand called Acronym. ACRNM, Acronym. They make tech wear. Their stuff is all produced in England, and it's incredibly expensive stuff. But like, there's some incredible stuff that they have. It's just like the clothing transforms based on need and use, right? And there's other things that are just built into it that I just absolutely love. And I love how they look, like the pieces individually, they just look like really cool. You wear a bunch of it and you just kind of look like a cyber ninja, you know? All expensive, all very expensive. Like a jacket will set you back 2,000 euros, which is like, or 2,500 euros, which is like probably 3,000 US dollars. And Canadian money, probably like 5 figures at that point. Canadian money is weird at this point. I need to find my pliers. I know I have a multi-tool someplace in this room, but I'm not going to go searching for it. I know where the pliers are, though. So I'll be right back. Definitely need my pliers for this one. I know if I try to like wrench this out with my fingers, it will just end up getting embedded in my thumb. Shall return momentarily. I don't think we need the be right back, do we? You know what? I'm going to hit the be right back. I'm gonna hit the be right back. I'm gonna hit the be right back. Some of y'all are gonna get ads, but it's fine because it'll turn off ads for like a very long time, and we'll probably have a very long stream here. So don't go anywhere. I shall return momentarily. Boop. Let's see, what time is it? 45. Oh, comma. All right. So, sorry, we're back. We're back. Welcome back, Feels. I had to go get some pliers, because I broke this needle at the tip. I also realized I should be wearing, like, some sort of moderate eye protection. Thank you, everybody. I should be wearing some sort of moderate eye protection, especially because, yeah, I have to be very careful of this needle, which I'm going to put there. Where's my tape? You know, I meant to go look for my, whenever I break a needle or something like that, I like to encapsulate it in tape. Where are you, tape? Damn it. No, I look terrible. I look terrible in glasses. But this is my signature look that, not Erwin, Ariel was trying to steal on her stream. Clearly. I've been doing this forever. I've been doing this forever. I'm not gaslighting you all at all. Hold on. Yeah, so I like to encapsulate broken needles and broken metal shards in tape solely so that I never find them embedded in my feet. Sorry. Well, thank you. I'm just terrible at receiving compliments. I'm like literally the worst. I'm also the worst at pooping within a reasonable amount of time. What? Technical with the... I mean, I do have a guide. Wait, what? No, don't say that. Okay, so we gotta grab this. Okay. Maybe I'm using pliers wrong. These are, I think, jeweler's pliers. They belong to my mother, who used to work at a jewelry store where they would make jewelry. Okay, so we got that through. Okay, so we're gonna tightly pull that. All right. Okay, so I need to re-needle this, if that makes any sense. I get that here. Get another needle of the same length. If wet, then this, else that. What? Oh no! For a flow chart. This one has a nice big eyelet, so I'm just gonna cheat and use this because we don't really need the length anymore. Right? If squirt, then I was gonna say if squirt then insert, but like that's only because that rhymes. What? Sorry. Going to jail. We're going to jail, guys. Okay. Put this on here. Sometimes I shouldn't be making those jokes either. They go against Twitch TOS, but also, like, my god. I do that shit all the time IRL. I'm sorry. It's just who I am. And I know, like, it probably doesn't rub everybody the right way. Oh, shit. Making a pun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure it doesn't rub everybody the right way, but, you know, if anyone knows anything about not rubbing people the right way, it's this guy. Fuck. I just said that I'm very bad at it. Alright, I think I am gonna, like, wrap this around here, right? I think I'm gonna wrap this around here. In order to go back. We're pretty degen here. A lot of Twitch is, like, full of degenerates. So even though, like, and it's funny, even though, like, you know, TOS is very against, people, being degenerates on stream. Like, it's pretty permissible, actually. Pull that through there. Through there. Okay. Do I pull this through here now? Maybe I should, right? Let me look at this wallet. Just use that as some insight. Yeah, they did it on there too. Maybe that was where I got the inspiration to do this from, actually. That little bit of a... I smack my camera, which is, again, it's a cell phone. Oh, I should pull this down. Like, when you thread these things, you have to be very mindful of, like, where the other threads are within the hole. Oh, okay. Alright, so that's on top, which means that that'll remain on top. Perfect. You always want the tops to be on tops and the bottoms to be on the bottom. I said what I said. Foot and mouth. No, 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 I'm not into that, sir. Wait. What? Oh no, going to jail. Guys, I'm going to jail. Please, while I'm in jail, please DoorDash me some good food, because the food at the local prison is absolutely atrocious. Okay. So we're gonna do this here. Gonna run that parallel to that, so put that through there. Again, also, I recognize that I have not set up music. I'm sorry. I need to figure that all out, and then make it so that it doesn't, like, record to the VOD. Watch me end up, like, choosing, like, the most anxiety-inducing music, like the soundtrack to Nier Automata, but only the battle themes. Let's be like, this cannot continue, this cannot continue, this cannot continue. Why are you sewing to this music? Shh, shh, shh. Oh no, that went through the thread. Well, screwed that up. Too late now. You're waiting for me to stab myself? I'm not gonna install a thing for music requests. I just, like, there's too much, like, what's it called? Screening on that, you know? Like, I don't want to, like, get a music request, be like, fine, oh, it's by DMX, I'm sure it's okay, and then, like, it's just full of, like, bad language, and it's just like, oh no. Or still, I can't even sing along. I think that's fine. I think that's actually pretty good. And then one of the funny things about leatherwork is how you finish these. It's just like, you don't even tie the ends. You just clip, and then we have a lighter because these are synthetic threads. What's up, Shabazz? How you doing, baby? Just waiting for... No, I don't want to stab myself. You use a lighter to just melt these down. And then that's it. That's sealed forever now. That's sealed forever now. That we could just cram this in here. All right. It's mostly done. Okay, so mostly. I'm gonna actually trim down along here. Right? Probably round out this thing too. And then we're gonna install a button smack dab in the center of there, and then clean this up. So let's do the trim first, I want to say. To clear some tools out of the way. Put these away, because look, these things, I'm so worried that these are going to go right into my goddamn eye. But okay. That's right, guys. If you don't already know, Shabazz just got his affiliate the other day. Right? Did it go through yet? Did they approve you yet? Like, they sent him the email. So he just became an affiliate, but like it does take, like, I think a day or two, right? Not yet. Gah! Gah! I've been okay, Shabazz. Just you know, vibing, right? I think is the term the kids use. Vibing. Not like with a vibrate. Damn it. Okay. Not with a vibrator. Oh, wait. This is what the wing divider's for, actually. So you loosen it. You pull it apart. You kind of determine, like, at what point you kind of want, like, to cut to. Like, I think there's a good spot. Well, actually, I should probably be doing it from, like, this side. Right? I'm going to give it a little more space than that. And then what you do with the wing divider is you just sort of, like, drag it. No, come on. Drag it along the leather to mark the leather. So that now you have a line on the leather. See? See? If that makes sense at all. Oh, what I should do here, too, is I should hammer that down. Hey Heather, what are we making today? We're making a sheath for the wing divider so that I don't stab myself with them because this is pointy. And I know, oh god, that is pointy. It only came with like this little plasticky rubbery thing to cover that up, and it's just like that's not gonna sit. How was your weekend, Heather? Use one more thing for partner, and that's to become affiliate. you have the followers, and you have the viewed hours. You just need affiliate. You can get partner, and then we'll all be like, yeah, I used to know Fields before he got famous, man. Before he became like that guy that does all those meme videos on TikTok. You have followers. Well, not the followers for I mean, like, not for partner. Gonna carve through there. Okay, I'm probably moving something that I shouldn't be, but that's fine because we're going to trim that off too, right? Yes, we're going to trim that off too. Okay, then I'm going to skive these edges. Why not that edge? How would I do that? Let's skive this on both edges. Then we're going to hit it with the. I didn't do it with the other one. We're supposed to use this thing to like basically smooth these down after we skive the edges. I didn't do it with this one like at all, and I should have. Now you want to work with leather? I mean, it's kind of fun, you know. And if you've already been working with like other materials, so I think that you likely have the skills that you could just like move them over to. I highly recommend checking out Quarter Leather's YouTube videos, right? They're kind of like they have like a lot of really good tutorials. Quarter Leather being, again, this is not sponsored or anything, but they made like my first like nice wallet out of leather. I got this from them. It was a gift from an ex, and I can't get rid of it because unfortunately it my credit card number is like embedded on the inside. I thought about selling it on eBay just to like, you know, get rid of it to the void, and I was like looking on the inside making sure everything was gone, and it was just like, nah, there's nothing there. To be honest, though, Hunter, you're likely not going to see an accident. Mainly because for years prior to this, as an architectural student, I used to do stuff similar to this all the time to build architectural models. Right? It's a lot of the same skills. You know, cutting along a ruler with a box cutter or something similar, or an X-Acto knife. If you're really waiting for an accident, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. You know, I'm just like using essentially applicable skills that I've already developed over time. Let's see. Okay, so okay, we're gonna trim that actually. I would like this to be a little less pointed. So let's do it like at that angle. Like I probably over respect blades, to be honest. Ooh, dug too deep into the a cutting mat, but that's fine. You know? I probably respect them too much. Should I trim that? I am a bit of a perfectionist, so let's just do that like that. Do that like that. Okay. 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 All right. What was the next step that I was planning on doing? Oh yeah, the edges. No, we do the edges last. Okay, let's figure out where we're gonna put this hole. That sounds so bad. So I wanna cut off some of here, so I'm just gonna like essentially pick a spot here. Actually, I should pick it on here and then like use that to determine where I'm gonna put the top stud, right? So I want this to be like kind of a little below centered. How do we do this again? Oh yeah, it's the hole punch. So not this. It's actually this, and it's the big one. Where do I check my DMs? You could send me a DM on here. Typically, my Discord it exists, but it's very not open. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. In terms of Discord, I'm the worst Discordian. Like, people will send me messages and I forget them for like days. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see. We want to center that here, right? So, I think that's a good spot. You can't send photos here. Yes, that's true. Mainly because like links are actually kind of like blocked in chat also. Mainly because of the bot problem. I was talking with a friend yesterday actually who was telling me like she can't like say anything in my chat anymore because I increased securities because of the bot problem. Like, I was trying to explain, like, she said that it needs to be verified. I was like, oh, that's because I've had so many bots come by going, like, would you like to become Twitch famous? Just go to blah, blah, blah. And then, and like, with the added bit of text of, oh, yeah, it's not even working, by the way. Like, I still get these issues with them. All right, so I should know how to do this. I should know how to do this. This thing and then this thing here. All right, so this goes here. And then this goes through that. And then we use the, this little guy here. I like to close this every time so that all these little bits don't fall all over the place, especially while we hammer. Just gonna put in a simple button. Really trust someone who won't get verified. I mean, they're a good friend. It's T. It's Slitherho. And as you all know, he is fantastic. Slitherho, I should say. So like, the problem was that she doesn't. I do check my Twitter. By the way, exclamation point poll. She was verified, but what happened was she lost. She got a new phone number, and she got a new phone number, and she doesn't have access to her verification thing because of that. Is like you should try contacting Twitch support because like she was and like she got unverified because she can't like access that phone number anymore. Is that? Am I doing this right? I hope I'm doing this right. Little sus, I think, but I think that that's in there pretty good. Oh, I should have put this so that the stars were a little bit better. Whatever. Whatever. I do what I want. Then the other half of this is this thing. Yeah, sorry to break it to you, Hunter. I'm semi-confident. It's years of doing crafts. It really is, you know? If you just sort of like, you know, kind of like develop skills, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. So I need this to line up pretty well. So I'm gonna put this here, pull this over, and I'm gonna where did I put it? I want to mark sort of where the hole will need to be. You kind of see it. So maybe, is that it? Yeah. Okay. That's a good spot. Take this out. Put this here. Hole punch. I hope that's centered. Please be centered. It's not centered. Please be centered. Pretty good. Please be centered. All right, that's good. That's good. Molto bene. Hammer? Hammer? But yes, please, if you haven't already voted in the poll, ladies and gentlemen, please vote in the poll so that I know what stickers to order for everybody. There'll be a future channel point redemption. Because I know, in addition to the whole, like, I am going to be adding some of these things that I make on stream to the, as channel point redeems. Those stickers are also going to be available, and I'm going to be willing to ship those overseas. I don't know about any other way, simply because that becomes a package. And when you involve package sending overseas, you start to involve, like, double-digit shipping rates, and fuck that. I was looking, though, to ship a letter overseas is only, like, $140 on my end. So that's not terrible. I might have to, like, increase the price per letter, I guess. I guess channel point price. For anyone who, like, is overseas to get something from me. What am I doing? Oh, did I fuck this up? I did fuck this up. This is supposed to be the bottom. Ah, I'm a dumbass. Okay, hold on. We can fix it. We can fix it! I just need, these pliers, actually. Where are they? Not these pliers. Do I use the awl here? Because I don't think these are going to be strong enough, right? Yeah. I think I need the awl. This is supposed to be the other side. My bads. Yep. I'm only wearing the glasses. I don't know if I mentioned it. I put on the glasses for like a moderate amount of eye protection. Come on. I feel you moving. That sounds weird. That sounds weird. Alright, we're getting it off. Okay. We can get that all the way under there. I think that's good enough. I started watching Junji Ito's Maniac on Netflix, mainly to put myself to sleep, which is already a bad sign. They're all stories that, like, if you've read some of his stuff already, you'd probably be familiar with, right? And for those of you that don't know Junji Ito, hey, what's up, Walsh? How you doing? Daily Dose. Oh no, that just reminds me of that weird Piccolo meme from like way back. How was your weekend, dude? I saw that you platinumed Star Wars Jedi Knight. I'm sorry, not Jedi Knight. Fallen Order Jedi Knight. Or I don't know how that title works anymore. Which was really fast, actually. Now that I think about it, because I think I saw you start that on stream, and that was like a week ago. I can't call myself champion. They stopped using that term for me back in the 4th grade after the incident. Let me start using this. I should stop using the awl. Let me start using this. I probably have like a better pair of pliers someplace. Wow. Got a walk dog. All right, we'll be here. You have fun, okay? Hope the weather's good out there because, you know, a good time for a good weather is a good dog. But good weather is better for the dog. You know, I'd like if there's snow out there, you got to clean their pads. You know, if it's rain, you got to dry them off. Uh-oh. Oh boy. We're just like ripping off everything but what we need to here. Where's my really good plier? Like, I need to crush this, I think. And I don't think this even opens up wide enough for me to crush. Oh, there we go. Actually, there. Crush and rip. Okay, perfect. Oh. But I'm doing okay, Walsh. Just, you know, kind of vibing, right? And do another one of these. We'll put this over here with the broken needle. I got it. I did get it. We did it. This is actually what's supposed to go here. supposed to be this one. And I screwed that up. I got them backwards. Here's what happens when you don't like... It's the whole like measure twice, cut once type thing, right? And I didn't measure twice. I just cut immediately. Not really cut, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we flatten this out here. Okay, we need this here. I'm just gonna hammer this down. Here's my hammer. Hey, Remy. How was your weekend? I wonder how my neighbors feel about me doing this. I never do this at like 4 in the morning, right? It's always like reasonable hours. I hope I'm not like disturbing them, you know? A lot of my neighbors have kids. I don't want to like wake them up, you know? That's why I try to do this like in the middle of the day. That way, if anything, they can't complain about me because like their kids are most likely louder than I am. Let me hammer this down a little bit more. There we go. It probably doesn't need to be hammered down that much, but you know how much I like to pound it. Need a little more rest. I mean, you did do like a 12-hour stream again. Like it's nothing. I don't know how you handle that shit. I did one 12-hour stream and I was like dead for the rest of that night. And you're just like, at the end of your 12-hour stream, you're like, woo! Those of you that don't know Remy, he regularly, not, I can't say, I don't want to put that on you, but she does do like 12-hour streams fairly often. She's even done like her second 24-hour stream, which is, I think the term for that is nits. But, you know, she's fun. She's real fun. She plays a lot of retro games on her channel. I should be doing the proper shoutouts, but I just am not because I am the worst. Okay, I want to get this right this time. We're getting a second chance to do this, right? Where I can get the stars aligned. Stars above. Yeah, that's I didn't want to put that on you. It was like I'm starting to realize like, oh wait, I shouldn't say that she does it regularly because like, you know, it's just basically unavailability. But she does them a lot often than I do. I'll tell you that much for true, ladies and gentlemen. And she fucking, first of all, like she does a lot of speedruns on the Resident Evil 2, 7, and 8 circuit. As well as she whoops people's asses in fighting games. Okay, I want those stars to like. So the problem, I actually stepped away for a bit of it, and then it was like, oh no, it's the alternate ending. Fuck. Okay, so we got the stars in there, like kind of horizontal, and that's kind of what I wanted to do while we were there. All right, so who is what? Oh, Gar. All right, so that's not as snug as I would have liked it to be, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna round off this corner. I'm gonna trim off a little bit off the top of that, just wholesale. And then we're gonna finish the edges. But this is almost done. Like this, you know. Okay, maybe this should have been longer down here to prevent that from slipping out. Because I've already found a design flaw. This can just like slide out and still stab me. Cool. This is how we learn, guys. We make mistakes. Act like a Beedrill. You can, but like it might fall out unless you clench really hard all the time, which might be difficult. It might be difficult. Then again, I don't know if you do kegels. You might do kegels all the time. Parasite, I remember when that game came out, they were saying like a lot of the reviews, and even though, you know, like they were saying this, and I at the time as a youngster used to determine whether or not an RPG was worth getting based solely on how long it was. Not just that, but also like because it was a Square game. Sphincter. Because it was a Square game, I was just like, all right, cool, I'm down. Whatever you want to throw at me, Squaresoft, yo, give me that shit. I will drink the Kool-Aid. I was one of those people who was just like, you know, because they hooked me since Final Fantasy VI, right? Ever since 6, it was just like, yeah, no, they can't do any wrong. They've never done a single wrong thing ever. And then the movie came out. Let me make a marking here. Where's my wing divider? Duh. Forspoken has a lower metascore. The story isn't good. But I thought we played video games for the gameplay, you know? Like, video game journalism's been coming under a lot of fire these past couple of years, you know, with Gamergate, which really was just like, I don't know if I actually respect that whole thing, because it just seems like they were looking for a reason to try to cancel a bunch of people, right? As well as like, all right, come on. There we go. That's good enough. It's getting a little wobbly there because of these studs, among other reasons. And like, realistically, if a game has a shit story but it's fun as balls, you know, right? I think the Metascore, the last time I saw it, actually, you reacted to it too, because like somebody on Twitter mentioned that that game had like a Metascore of like 69, and I was like, nice. Nice. Wolfie Taurus. Hey, there you are. Commission's always up. I want to see these. Woo! Aw. There's a lot of flowers. They're not even here for me to gawk at their stuff. That's a cute bag. That's a cute bag. When she gets back, tell her that's a cute bag. Okay. Hold on. Where were we? How's my phone doing in terms of battery? Okay. I plugged my phone in this time, so it shouldn't die midstream. Supposedly. Supposedly. You know? I should have cut before I put in the buttons. My mistake. Fine. We'll just have some really gnarly edges. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I promise. Hey, what's up, win loser? How you doing? How was your weekend? Yeah, it was like, Walsh knows. Because like a Metascore of like 69 is just like, you just did that for the memes, didn't you? You just did that for the memes. The memes. Okay, so. A few things. I'm gonna round out these edges. Should I use the X-Acto for this? No. I want to use the Made in America Sheffield blade holder. Okay. I feel like the leather is still soft from when I forgot to follow Wolfie back. Whoops. I feel like the leather is still soft from the soaking that I gave it. Come on. There we go. Right, and like, I think that they did it like on purpose, just to be jerky butts about it. I don't know. It's just like, why do that? Let's see. Okay, so we got to finish the edges. I got to stop kicking everything and punching everything as I'm moving around my incredibly tight and tiny space. That sounds wrong, and I'm sorry. I have a Leathercraft kit that I bought on the online marketplace that I'm not mentioning, but I constantly am like worried about like where everything is in reference to each other, because I don't want to stab myself on anything. My Insta posts. Oh God. That was the physics. Thank you, Remy. The physics in that game, in Grand Theft Auto 4, are some of the wackiest physics. It's just like the last time I streamed that game, I forgot what I was doing, but I have to make a clip of that too. I think I'm like driving a motorcycle and then I spill out and I flip and launch myself someplace, but then also like as Nico's head collides with like I don't know, I think it's like the crosswalk, he flips right side up and just lands on his feet. And I'm like looking at this and it's just like what the maybe I'm misremembering, but I have like this vague recollection of like that exact series of events happening and I'm just like I hit the clip button as I saw it happen because it's just like what the fuck? How did that happen? Like none of that makes any sense. Lulzy sent me this thing. We were talking about it in the comments. So he sent me this clip, which I inadvertently like left running. I should fix that. That's a little. I inadvertently left running at the beginning of the stream, and then it kept turning into like other GTA clips. But it was like this one. There's like this swing set by the PJs in Liberty City, where like if you drive a car to them, and then like brake, and then like like intermittently hit the gas to back up over them, you will launch your car into the stratosphere. It's like that'll be fun. I'm like, I know I'm not gonna remember this, but also yes, yes it will, because like it was just he sent me like this 4-minute video of like people just like launching themselves. What I'm doing right now is I'm stropping my my edge beveler so that it hopefully gets really sharp. I was watching a video earlier today where the guy was saying like be very careful of this because if you after a lot of stropping, this edge also becomes like really sharp. The edge that we're trying to use is actually the edge between these two little things. It's hard to see. But essentially the point of this is to like kind of soften the edges here because these are a little sharp, right? We want to soften them here so that we could hit them with this to like then smooth them out. I'll show you in a second. I'll show you right now actually. Oh, this leather's so soft right now because of the soaking. See, so we're just sort of like shaving off that little bit, that little itty bitty bit. Probably can't get that because that's just gonna be a pain, but we're gonna try. You know why? It's because the motto of the English Navy is "He who dares wins." That's why we're still gonna, as I smack the camera, we're still gonna try. That's super blurry, isn't it? I hate that I can't get this to focus on. You know what? We're putting this back down anyway. We do. You know, the most dangerous tool that you can have is a dull blade, to be perfectly honest. Because a dull blade will jump and it will hurt you. You have to be very careful. And that goes for like in the kitchen as well as, you know, when you're using any type of tool, right? Because a knife is a tool. And if it's not sharp enough, you run the risk of it like jumping and like, you know, off of what you're trying to cut in half or fillet, and you could really hurt yourself, you know, especially with a knife. Oh my god. I remember the first time I had a knife jump and I was like, I need to sharpen this. I was trying to like, you know, cut some pieces of some wings into pieces so that I could use them for soup stock. And yeah, like that thing just jumped and I didn't cut myself, thankfully. But my god, it was like my heart was pounding afterwards. I was just like, cool. Cool. That's terrifying. I hate it. I hate everything. Hey, Lincoln. How you doing? How's your day been, Lincoln? Lincoln, you've been absorbing so much Fortnite, my man. I did not even know that you were like level 70 something until I saw you playing with Toast on stream, and it was like, wait, what? Holy crap. And then Toast is like, oh, I just bought levels. You've been just like grinding. My God, I didn't know that you'd find yourself like so in love with Fortnite. You seem like the last person, you know what I mean? But also, like you've told me that you and Ange are like a unit, you know, absolutely amazing at that game. Oh, that's right. Also, you went back to Remnant. You went back to Remnant. Uh-oh, I'm pulling out individual strands of fibers. Fibers. They're called fibers. Dude, you not only do you fucks with it, like holy shit. You've got like a ton of cosmetics. I was like, God damn. Dude's been like hitting it hard. Okay. I probably shouldn't have did that because now that's kind of hard to deal with. I might have to wait for this to like harden up, like dry up rather. I think there's still moisture in there that's making it super duper soft. It's not supposed to be this soft. At least I don't think it is. Build is for more advanced players, I feel. I can't build. I know that for fucking true. You kill builders. Yeah, I just, like, I personally, like, that build mode is just not for me. Honestly, right? Like, I feel like that's not a good mode. Because it's essentially one of those modes where, like, if you're an enfranchised player and you know how to build, you're, like, you're way too, you're way too hard to catch up to, you know? And so, like, that mode has to go to, like, those people. That mode is for those people, and you enjoy that. I personally, no build. I am not building. I can't build. I push the button, and by the time I figure out where to put the ooh, that jumped, almost got me. By the time I figure out how to put down the wall, it's like, well, I'm dead. I'm down, guys. Somebody get me, or get my card. This person was malicious, and they just killed me. After they downed me, they killed me. You know, that's for enfranchised players. That's for like people that have been like there from the beginning. You know. Okay. I feel like I'm fighting this more as I'm attempting to do these edges. Strappy. I've seen you like do these like wild things, Bar Weasel, which leads me to believe like this, like I would never be able to catch up with a builder, right? I remember we were playing together, and like you trapped a dude as you were building up this tower, right? As you were building up this tower, you're just like slowly zigzagging your way up to the top, only for them to like finally get themselves out. And as they were getting themselves out, you land on them and you hit them in the face with the shotgun and kill them and get your chicken dinner. I said the wrong thing on purpose. And then you got your chicken dinner, and I'm just like, oh no, I'm never gonna be there. I'm never gonna be there. Like I could just tell. There's just like there's too much like enfranchised experience there. I can't catch up to that, you know. Chicken dinners are great. I love chicken. It's one of the most efficient proteins, you know. But yeah, I was just like, whew, okay, I am playing with somebody who's like way better than I am, and it's like not even close. All right, so I don't think I can get this right now. I'm gonna try to finish off these edges as I smack this thing. So it's supposed to be friction. I know I'm supposed to like hit them also with like a thing, a piece of what's it called? Beeswax? I mean, you can use beeswax. Maybe I should use the bigger one. But essentially what you're trying to do here is like use friction, heat, and the internal oils to just finish off the edge, right? Like that got like real smooth, right? And you're supposed to be able to just like do it lightly. Not even I'm putting on too much pressure. See, it's like it's a game for like two different types of people then at that point, right? right? Because like, if you can't keep up with the good no build teams, and I can't keep up with the good build individual players, like it's just like we're all on like different places. And I haven't played Fortnite since then, and I've been meaning to play it with a bunch of people, and I've just been like real terrible about it. I promised people I would play with them, and then I just haven't, and I'm sorry. I'm a douchebag. I'm a douche canoe. I'm a canoe of the douche. They call me the douchemans. No, they don't. They don't call me that. They should, though. This piece is actually kind of... I think it's just because it's so soft right now, because it's still, like, very, very moist. I don't even think I should store the tool in it yet, because I think this needs to dry out more. Watch. After I leave it overnight to dry out, it just, like, shrinks because it has so much water in it. Maybe I should put the tool in there, just to hold the place. But I worry that this might catch some rust. I don't know. What's a knight? Is there a character class in that called knights? I just, you know, I'm a pretend I know nothing about the game because I know nothing. Maybe I am supposed to use a little bit of I should fuck. That's right. I was supposed to order Tokonoru, which is leather finishing goo. It's not supposed to take the place of this so much as it's supposed to help me like finish the edges. There's a lot of like grain here. I wonder if this is because this is probably like looser grain from the extremities, right? I was talking a little bit about I didn't even finish the story about the randoseru. Oh my god. How far away are we from that? So yeah, so it's a type of bag, Japanese school children bag. They give them to kids. They usually cost like $500-600, but you're supposed to use them for several years. So instead of like buying like a new, you know, jet backpack every year, they use them throughout all of elementary school into middle school. They're usually very expensive because they're made by craftsmen, and they're made out of like really good leather. Like you could tell just from looking at the big panels. But so leather comes on hides, right? Duh. Leather is it's the natural material, and it comes from cow hides usually. I mean, there's other types of leathers like cordovan or alligator, whatever. But because it comes from an animal hide, certain pieces of the leather are like they have like deep graininess to it, and so like if you bend it and flex it too much, it'll start to like really show like wear. Whereas in the terms of in the form of like loose grain, it's called loose grain creasing. Whereas some parts of the leather, so I guess I should tell you about the parts of the leather, right? Like essentially the back sees the least amount of action, the back near the spine of the animal, and so the leather that's on those portions of the cow is actually some of the smoothest stuff, right? And then like it gets increasingly more and more creased as you approach the limbs. So from there you can kind of determine like what pieces of the leather you want to use for what part of the project, right? If you have like a big panel that you want to show off, like on the back of the randoseru, you really need to use like the back, right? For the straps of the backpack, you might want to use the back as well. And there's like these 4 panels that make up the main pouch. I think that's good. There's 4 panels that make up the main pouch, and those are sort of you kind of want good leather for those as well. Watching you do this with my glasses ages me by 20. No, I'm still 28. Oof, pardon me. Had a burpy burp. But I'm only wearing the glasses because I needed a little bit of eye protection. No, 28. 28. I broke a needle earlier and I had to rip it out with a pair of pliers, and so I was just like, let me put on something to cover my eyes. But these are supposed to be what's it called? They're supposed to be good for like the computer too, or mainly good for the computer. I should actually. I have goggles. I just don't use them. I have a pair of goggles. They're like these giant lab. They look like ski goggles, but they're meant for the lab. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, Lincoln. I'm sorry. I think that's fine. This is exactly what I was planning for it to be. It does have this unfortunate thing where like that and then that lets that loose. I'm sure I can correct that at some point in the future. If I really wanted to, but I think that this is actually kind of fine where it is. All right, so we'll consider that done and dusted. He said as he goes back to do the edges again. Ah, I got you, Heather. But yeah, so he was like shocked that around Doseru, his backpack for children in Japan are typically like $500 to $600. I guess because he wanted to price one out for himself, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, like if something's made by a craftsman, and they're getting paid like a fair wage, for their skilled work, then it should cost a lot. But also, if you look up the cost of you know how a credit card does authorizations before the settlement? No, does it? I don't know. What do you mean, like specifically how it does it, or is this like a order of operations thing? So what was it? I was pricing hides of leather for like larger projects, and even the hide of leather is expensive. Like not even a Cordovan hide. A Cordovan doesn't come in hides; it comes in shells. Um, I don't know the order of operations feels. I'm sorry, but like a hide of leather, like tanned leather, not even veg tan, like let's say Chromexel, is like around $250 to $300 for the entire hide. And that comes with like everything that it is, right? Imperfections, blemishes, right? Like cows are typically they're typically branded. So if there's a brand on it, then yeah, that brand is going to be on the hide, and what else? Um if they have any bug bites, if they have any had any pimples or scarring, that's all on there, right? Um Speaking of scarring, I mean like the needle case is proof enough. On the back of this is a big old scar. That's just, the life of the cow. I saw this video the other day of this person turning a branded piece of leather with like a cattle brand into a wallet. And it was kind of interesting because I never thought to like actually showcase that. Starts with a boy meets go. No, I mean kind of, right? Make sure you have the funds in the card. It declines. If you do, it takes the funds a few days. Okay. Visa and Discover also do authorizations for refunds. Okay. Wait, what? Let me cut this. I'm trying to clean up for the next project. The next project is going to be a shears holder. These shears that I'm using right now, actually. And it's going to be another project where I'm just going to like not follow a pattern and just sort of do it. Um, I don't know why I closed my needle pouch. I need it open. And then I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup between so that like all this like loose stuff is like gone. I'm still going to vacuum, but I do want to take care of some of this stuff right now. Because a clean workspace is a happy workspace, and a happy workspace is a happy dick. It came off wrong. It always comes off wrong. Why does dick always come off wrong? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I should compare the leather, right? I do kind of like how this like natural tone of leather looks against the this grain, this type of leather versus this. Okay, let's clear some of these tools. I don't know why I'm putting this away. I'll never need this little thing again, so we could throw that out. I do use these for stropping and for cutting against, though. These can stay, this can stay. Oh, geez, don't fall. Don't fall. Don't. What did I just say about fucking falling? You whore. Stay there. Wait, how does that... What do you mean? What do you mean? Why would they check if you have funds for a refund? Wait, they check your account before they refund money to you? They do authorizations to make sure that the person who's getting the refund has funds to get the refund? Is that correct? Oh wow, that is weird. No, you're right. That's weird. I thought like they were checking the person or the entity that was giving the refund to see if they could give the refund. No. This second way is like kind of weird. Eat the rich. That's what I always say, guys. All right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna toss this out. I'm not even gonna go into be right back mode. So no ads. Just I'm gonna turn off the camera though, or not turn it off, but you know. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna work on project 3 now, which is now that we finished this, and we're gonna keep that around in case we need it. We're gonna keep the needle case around in case we need it. Project 3. Shears. Again, I know that some of this may seem very what's the term? Not boring. I hope it's not boring for you guys, but sort of like what's the term? I'll figure it out. I hope it's not boring. Pedestrian? It's really for me to like get practice, because a lot of this is just practice. A lot of this is repetition. A lot of this is just like do the thing many times, and then eventually you get better at it. And I'm just like right now putting in the hours, right? For this project 3, now that we've made a compass holder, which very much needs to be reliant on being all the way in there. We might have to iterate on this later. Oops. We might have to iterate on the compass holder later, but also I feel like I don't need to. We're going to make a sheath for these scissors. Mainly because, again, very sharp. I don't know if you can hear that. That actually sounds really cool. But yeah, these are super sharp. And a lot of what I hate about tools is sometimes they're very sharp. And you have to respect your tools. So, I'm going to make a thing to put these in, because this originally just came in a plastic thing like this, and that's not going to survive, right? Granted, these are very inexpensive shears, and we'll probably get better ones later on which is why, even though we're going to make these the sheath for these, I think we're going to end up using it for like other shears in the future. I'm going to go get some leather now. Out. Gonna go back to our bag. We're still working with our bag of scraps, as it were, the practice scraps. I kind of want to use this stuff. I really like this stuff. I really like this one. I'm really curious what kind of leather this is. This feels like pull-up leather, right? I don't know if you're noticing this, right? But it's got this sort of quality to it where if you bend it, it changes color. Oh, oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's got like this nice burgundy color to it, right? And as you bend it, you know, it changes color. But that's because the oils are like moving around within the material. And actually, if you hit it with some heat, they'll like all smooth out. Actually, I thought that would do it. All right, never mind. Horsehair brush. Use it for shoes all the time. Horsehair brush is just like a very good yet still minimal way to take care of your. Should I use that or should I use the? I'm really curious about this purple. Right, this is like some waxy ass purple. This is some waxy ass purple. And I kind of want to use the purple for something cool, you know? It's weird that like I just even have like a chunk of purple. We also have like this deep brown, right? Probably called mahogany technically. We got burgundy, mahogany. We pretty much used all of this flavor of leather. The what would I call that? Camel? I don't know. I mean, it's not camel. I shouldn't use animal names because they do likely make camel leather. You know what? Hashtag not sponsored. Let's just cut off a piece for the project. Okay, so what did I have in mind? You know, every time I think about this, it kind of put that down so that I don't accidentally stab myself while manipulating other things. Every time I think about this, it's always like something different, right? It's always like sometimes it's just like something that I just like put them into and then like they stay there in compression. Sometimes I think about it in terms of like, well, this will have a what's it called? A button. But ultimately, I think what has to happen is that like it should be like kind of small, and maybe it holds it in compression so that that prevents it from just like sliding out. That might actually push it out too. Hey, welcome back, Wolfie. I saw some of the bags on your Twitter. They look really cute. Oh, did you? I saw some bags on. I just went to your profile to follow you back. Oh, you did send me messages. Sent a photo because I was looking at some of the photos of the Oh, wait. Ooh, this is cute with all these animals on it. Wow, there's a lot of them here. Yeah, I saw this one with the flowers on the bag. You crocheted all these flowers yourself, right? That's a lot of work. I feel like you could. I'm gonna say that, like, you know, you probably could charge more. Uh, Mainly because like it's just work hours, you know, and I think that people should be able to charge like a livable fee for their work, if that makes sense. What am I making now? So we finished this, which has its own problems, but I'm still going to use it now and forever. We're working on project 3, which is I want to make a sheath for these shears because they came in like this plastic thing, and that's not going to hold up over time. It's just going to end up like I'm going to like rely on it, and then I'm going to end up getting stabbed. So I want to put them in something nice, right? And I think I'm just going to make like a quick sheath out of purple, this purple leather. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I bring the microphone into it. That's actually more the cutting mat below it. This is kind of plasticky. Interesting though. I wonder if this is veg tan. Oh, this might be veg tan because it's so brightly colored. So there's a type. There's multiple different ways that leather gets treated, but primarily all of which are called tanning, right? And they're essentially the process of removing the natural oils that are in the leather and replacing them with other oils so that the skin, the hide of the animal, doesn't rot, because that'll happen very quickly. So they need to start this process like almost immediately after, you know, skinning the animal. There's a bunch of different ways to tan leather. If you get like really cheap leather that kind of reeks, like if it just smells really bad, you might be holding a piece of leather that's called urine tanned leather. And that's where they soak the leather in urine among other chemicals in order to tan the leather to preserve it so that it doesn't rot. But the leather's been soaking in urine and you can never get that smell out. So if you're holding like a piece of like full grain leather that just absolutely reeks, you're likely holding urine tan leather. It's a very inexpensive leather. If you have like really cheap leather goods, it's likely going to be urine tan. There's also something called brain tan. Again, I think it's they use I'm pretty sure they use actual animal brains in the process of tanning the leather because brain matter is very fatty. And I think what it is basically like after they remove the fur, they massage the animal brain into the hide in order to draw out certain oils and then replace them with the oils that are in the brain. Sounds gross. Veg tan is, I believe, a combination of vegetable liquors to then tan the leather, and it usually leaves the leather in a very rigid but also light color, right? Like a very light color. Actually, usually kind of close to this color, actually. Like usually all the veg tan stuff that I've seen has been like this color, right? What's up, Duke? How you doing? We making C4? No, no. We would never make C4. How would you get C4 from this? This is a piece of leather. But because of the lightness of the hide like that, right? You can use it for making other like exotic colors like this. One of the properties of veg tan is that it's very stiff, right? This is very stiff. It just wants to like flap out. Oh my god, this looks like a seal flipper. How are you doing though, Duke? We're not gonna make C4. I don't even know how to make C4. I don't even know how to make C4. Hopefully I'll never learn. Because if I do... I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. So I guess the question is, do I make it so that it's like... just in there, or do I make it so that it has to be put in there in compression? I think if I put it in there in compression, it might like squeeze its way out, if that makes any sense. It looks menacing. I'm sorry. It's a pair of scissors. It's a pair of shears. They're what's it called? Fabric shears or thread shears. And that's the reason why I want to make a sheath for them, because I don't trust them to be loose in my Leathercraft kit. But the only thing that they came shipped in was this little vinyl bag, and I know for a fact this thing is not going to survive, and I want to make something that's more permanent to keep these in, so that I don't have to worry about like stabbing myself. If that makes any sense. I hope it makes sense. Does it make sense? Please tell me it makes sense. Please tell me I'm not crazy. All right. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut like here. I think we only need like that much leather. Probably even too much leather. Where's my... not sponsored as... yeah, no, they don't get nothing free out of me. I don't care. I'm using their product, but that doesn't mean that, like, you know, that doesn't mean that I'm being paid for this. All right, so there. Okay, we can put away the rest of this because it's like sitting all over my face. I mean, not my face, my lap. I wish a woman was wearing something like this would sit on my face. No, 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 no. I gotta stop. Horny thinking while I'm streaming. It is. I've been learning that when doing the threading. Actually, I try to like do what I thought was going to be like the correct amount for one of these stitch lines. And then like it came close to like I was almost done, and it was just like I was having problems like even turning the needles in to like actually go through for the last couple of passes. And so I was just like, you know what? From now on, we just whatever. Thread doesn't cost anything. We'll just go over. We'll go over. We'll go over. That's all. Oh, huh. A little bit of a thing there. I don't think that'll matter. All right, so. So now that we have this, actually, use the wing divider for. Oh, gotta loosen that. I should just leave that loose. I don't know why I keep tightening it. So the thing about the wing divider is that like it allows you to make marks on the animal hide based on the dimension of the thing that you're trying to make the marks with, right? So. Woo. Okay. I think I will try to like have this be like that. Okay. So I'm gonna cut along there, and I'm gonna try to like. Where's my thing? There we are. My scratch all. We're going to try to like round that out. Right? And I think along here is the stitch line. Watch this be too snug. Maybe I should cut this a little bit bigger, actually. Maybe I should cut that a little bit bigger. Because I think that, yeah, the stitch line should be here. And then we'll actually not even use this whole thing. We're going to probably like cut it across here or something. And then we'll just reflect this on the other side. Yep. I'm a genius. I'm not a genius. This is where everything blows up in my goddamn face. This is where everything blows up in my face. It's okay. Duke, when are you planning for your next stream, by the way? Also, Wolfie, I forgot to ask if you stream. Or if you're just a craft enthusiast. Okay. Nice and rounded. We're gonna do something that you try to. That's fair. Like it's sometimes like hard to like, you know, want to go online stream. Like to do these Leathercraft streams, I have to do like so much in terms of setup for this space, right? That glare is probably bad. And there's nothing I can do about that. There we go. I have to set up an entire space separate of like how I normally stream, right? Because I typically do a lot of video game streams. And it's just me going like fuck you game. So like to have this table out, to have all these arms out, to have the ring light out, this thing's in a weird space, right? Like this is not normally here, it's normally here, right? And then I have tools just like on the floor, like my hammer is just on the ground pointing up all the time. So I can just grab it whenever. But I don't want to like leave it on a surface because I've learned if I like put it someplace on like one of these like not big enough surfaces, it'll just fall and make a loud sound. And it's just like, nah, I don't want that to happen, you know? You have a ton of emotes. And they're adorable. I like the color palette. I like that pink and purple. I gotta freehand this, and this is gonna be real rough. Because personally, I've never liked freehand cutting anything, right? When it goes back to like thinking about the time that I had making models for architectural university. Wait, Fields, do you have emotes? I don't remember if you had emotes. You didn't get your affiliate, did you? Whoops. That's a little off. Fucking hell, Fields. That doesn't count. You son of a bitch. How dare you troll me? Next, you're gonna try to talk to me about Gargalon. Alright, we're just gonna cut like this way. Hey, what's up, Miss Toyana? How you doing? How's your day been? How's your week been? Happy Monday. Might be Tuesday, actually, over there. Depending. Okay. You're gonna try your hardest? Do you not want emotes? I wanted emotes. That's why I was like, you know what? And, like, by the time they gave it to me, I was just like, you know what? I'd kind of been, like, not really trying, but then, like, also going, like, well, I'm almost there, so I might as well try to get it. And then I found out, like, all the heartache that comes with it. Don't ever become affiliate, boys and girls. We're gonna smooth this out, probably with, well, probably with, sandpaper. There we go. Right? Okay. It's kind of okay. We'll smooth that out with some sandpaper. I know I had like a small piece of sandpaper because it's like easy to put in my hands. There we go. And where's my lighter? There you are. Oh, you made your own emotes too? Oh, you're a creative person. You're like really creative then. I also made my own emotes, but like I need to make new ones, right? I'm trying to make everything that's on the channel like by me. There's like 3 emotes that were not made by me, and they were made by my friend Lucy, who no longer comes to Twitch anymore because of reasons. But she and I still talk. She's doing well, guys. Oh shit! I think I forgot to wish her a happy Tet. It's Asian Lunar New Year, and I believe in her language they call it Tet. Tet 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 Roy. Well, not like her language. She speaks English, guys. She speaks English. You guys know. Some of you who do know her know that she speaks English. But you know. Okay. That's part 1. We need 2 sides of this. Whew! Oh my god. It's already scratched up the surface of that piece. No, 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 no. That's the thing. Like my channel is supposed to be like a showcase of my talents. You know what I mean? And that involves like everything from emotes to logos to merchandise. Everything. Everything's got to be something that I've done. It's a long-term project for me. This channel, even though it's a weird project. If that makes any sense, you know. You want emotes? Just put them on Beats TV. Oh, wait, you can just put BTTV emotes on BTTV? I thought, like, why did I think that? I actually never thought about that before. You could just, like, give them okay. She posted a new cover not that long ago. She did. It was, Don't Speak by No Doubt. Ah, you're keeping abreast of it, I see, Feels. I don't know if I'll see if she wants to join the Discord. Because it feels weird. I've been thinking about it, and it's just like, should I invite her? I don't know, because, like, you know... And I know I'd never have that person there, but, like, she left Twitch for a reason. You know what I mean? I should see if she wants to come on over to the horrible Discord that I've made. I really do not like freehanding these things. So this is actually making me real nervous. I'm so used to using a straight edge to cut materials, right? Oh boy, I shouldn't have did that. You know, for like modeling and whatever. I really, really, really hate using doing this freehand. Uh-oh. Did that wrong. That's too sharp of a curve. Or not curve, too sharp of an edge. I don't want to, like, reflect that edge. You know what I mean? There we go. Okay. Okay. It's only 3 p.m. for you? Oh, you're like a time zone... I guess I'm a time zone ahead. Okay. You're kind of... You're close by. Well, not close by, but you know what I mean. Okay. You have fun with your commissions. I hope you bang them out super duper quick. And that... I've never had commissions, so I don't know if, like, there's problems with that. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? You do like bribes? Well... Within 2 hours, it'll be Tuesday. Oh my god, you're on the other side of the planet. Woo! Miss Toyana, thank you for becoming a dickhead. Wait, so are you in... I'm sorry, I just missed all of that. Are you in Hawaii? Hawaii? No, wait. That might not be there. I don't know how any of this works. We'll be here, feels. But I'm doing okay. I'm just vibing. I really need to set up music for this channel, especially for these streams where I'm just like making a thing. And there we go. Come on. Come on. After, I don't know if I'm going to even finish this today. It's getting to the point where, like, it's almost, well, it is 4 now here, local time. And I'm thinking about, what's the term? Switching over to Persona 5, The Royal. Everybody's favorite long-form soap opera. That never ends. Like, it never ends. Like, we're just gonna be playing that game forever. I can't believe it took us this long to get to the royal content even. But oh geez, I gotta be careful with this sandpaper. Just like a quick brush with anything can like ruin a surface. God damn it. Okay. So we have our 2 pieces here. I think I'm gonna like cut them across. You know, this would be a great time to have a chisel. Actually, just anyway. Maybe I should just like the easy thing to do would be to just what's it called? I didn't even glue the last project. No, no. Damn it, Walsh. No, no, we're not in the business of recording. Wait, what? That sounds weird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm gonna use the board actually. Is that showing up on here? It's not. I'm gonna use the dimensions on this board, which have been like very useful so far to figure out where to cut. Or at least guesstimate the cut, right? Okay. Cut from there, and then we'll scratch it onto the other thing. We'll cut there. So this feels so much better. So much more reliable. Cutting against a straight edge. Let's see. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay. And double check these. So I think that what I can do is once these 2 pieces are oh, it is like that then. Yeah, okay. Once these 2 pieces are married together, I can then sand the edges better, I think. There we go. Perfect. All right. I wonder if there's going to be enough clearance. Or am I going to have to just like shove it in there every time? It sounds bad when I say it like that, right? You know what's going to be worse? The fact that I don't think I have it in me to skive this line that I'm drawing right now. It's a skill that you sort of develop over time, and it makes for like much nicer looking stitch work, but I don't know if I have it in me to like, because this is curved too. And like you have to put so much pressure to do a proper skive. I don't know if I have that in me. Granted, there's a bar on here. There's a bar. Hold on. There's actually like, we're gonna try this, ladies and gentlemen, and if worse comes to worse, it'll be the backside. All right, so let's put this in there. I don't have a proper cover for this thing, but it's this thing. Let me close this knife, actually. Where's this? Okay, so I am gonna need this later, but I'll put that there. Tighten this. Okay. Ah. Okay. So that's like roughly a little more in. Single layer. Put that a little bit more in. Hi, Summer. Okay. That corner is going to be a problem. We're going to figure that out when we get there. Shit. Did I do that wrong? Okay. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. I did kind of screw that up. Hi, Summer. No, don't touch that. Okay. Hey, what's up, Toast? How you doing, my man? How's work been today? What's the matter, Summer? Oh. My cat is choosing now. My cat is choosing now to become a part of my lap. Look at her. Look at the bad girl. Cutie. All right. What's the matter? Yeah? Yep. Take a seat. Take a seat. Do you know why you're here, Summer? You've been a bad girl. I'm just gonna pluck that. All right. Uh-oh, please don't be caught. There we go. Perfect. Very wobbly. Just like I knew it would be. I think I gotta restyle this, and I hate that. Woohoo! That looks terrible. That looks terrible. Whatever. It is what it is. It looks terrible. All right. I hate myself. Welcome back, Feels. I hate myself. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna punch from through here. So where are we? Is the punch pad? Okay. Some people use an actual real punch pad. I don't have one of those. So we're gonna use this. Summer, you're gonna be real upset with me in a minute. There's snow forts. What? Oh, sorry, Summer. Summer, you're picking like the worst time, baby girl. My little fur ball. Okay, hold on. All right, we're through. I just don't want to go all the way through to the Lego. Lego. Oh, come on. Lego. Let's go, you whore. Should be nice with my tools. Oh god. I heard that game was atrocious, South Park 64. Like legitimately bad, and the reason why Trey Parker and Matt Stone did not want another South Park game for like the longest time. It's because like it was just like it was so bad they just didn't want to have like their property attached to anything. You know? Which I totally understand. Do I have a 3? I don't have a 3, I have a 4. It was great, except for all the reviews that said it was absolutely trash. It's probably better as a coaster than anything. Wait, did that go all the way through? Good question to ask after I pull it out. Kind of went all the way through. Let's hammer that again. I remember that game specifically too. I never played it, but I remember hearing real bad stuff about it. Like, yeah, you're better off spending your money at an abortion clinic. Mainly because we're pro-abortion here at Dick Record Heavy Industries. We feel that that sort of healthcare should be funded by your healthcare provider as well as any local governments that would fall onto. I don't believe that was the case. Besides, even Trey Parker and Matt Stone were like, this game is shit, and that's why they didn't allow anybody to touch the license to make a video game for like the longest time, and we didn't get one until the Fractured Butthole. Like that's more than enough proof there. It's not like one person was like, this is a terrible game. It was like legitimately a well-known, as they say in Japan, a kusoge, a shit game. Kusoge. I'm getting kind of hungry though. I should probably grab a snack or something. I usually grab my snack between. And they're going all the way through. Okay. I usually grab my snack between projects. I hate that this is moving, right? The fact that this is moving is like really concerning me. I think I need to like stitch that down first. I can do one side and then do the other. Ooh. I think for this we do have to go with the gold, because I think it'll be a nice contrast. What about terrible games that got good reviews. Well, those are bought, but like, I'm not talking about like just the reviews. I'm talking about the creators themselves of South Park who are like, this game is shit. This game is very bad. We apologize for this coming out. We will not let anyone touch the property ever again until they actually made their own game, which was The Fractured Butthole. It's not even like, you know, like a concern about like essentially bought reviews, right? It's like legitimately that game was bad. Like that game was bad. I haven't played it. I refuse to simply because it's so bad. It's like, why waste my time? Bandwagoning off the creators? The people that were behind the game were like, this game is shit. Not behind the game. It was developed by somebody else. I think it was developed by EA, which already is like bad enough, right? It's just like, yeah, EA made this. All right, let's get back to yo, snow kind of sucks outside. Is it snowing over there? Next, you're gonna say Shaq Fu was also bad. I actually heard good things about Shaq Fu. Like, it's very good for me to poop on. Got him. I wish Elon Musk would take, like, the terrible things with him when he goes to Mars. Take, Jeff Bezos. We can't make him take poverty. He would probably refuse. Hey, Ren. Ren! Ren! I missed your last stream. I got real upset with myself, too. I saw the tweet, and I was like, fuck, what was I doing? And then I realized I was also streaming. But I got real annoyed with myself. How are you doing, Ren? How was your weekend? I was like, I wanted to watch her play. She's working on, KOTOR 2, Knights of the Old Republic 2. It's her first playthrough of it, which, oh my god. Ah. You precious, precious person going through that game for the first time. It's rare. It's rare. My cat got on my lap, thankfully. She probably was like, I am not here for all this banging. Good. Good. There goes that. I am making a... Where's my needle go? I'm making a sheath for these shears. Sheath? Sheath shears? These. They need a sheath. They need the sheath. A sheath? A sheath. Hey, what's up, Mason? It was just like, I saw the tweet and I was just like, fuck. And that's my day that so I checked the time and it was like, okay. And then I realized like, oh, that's right. That's the day that I stream on YouTube. That's why. And I was like, fuck me. And I went long on YouTube because I felt like doing another stream. How was your weekend, Mason? I'm doing a little bit of the whole, I'm learning to Leathercraft. I'm learning to Leathercraft. And I'm learning that my monitor hates me because it sometimes just goes off. Summer, did you finish your mush? You finish your mush, baby girl? Don't want to listen to me. Don't want to answer me. It's teenagers, I swear, guys. She's almost 12. She's going to be a teenager soon. And she'll never listen to me. My little girl's all grown up and shit. I hate it. I hate it, guys. Where were you when my little girl became a teenager? No, the YouTube streams are terrible. I just play Magic the Gathering. Wait, I shouldn't say that they're terrible. I should... Summer, what are you doing? I should hype them up, but they're really just me playing Magic the Gathering. Essentially, it's because I want to draft, and I don't want to, like, you know, like, not make anything of it. So it's just like, all right, fine. I'll stream my drafts. It's Magic the Gathering. I don't know if you play or have ever played. I'm sure you're aware of it as a card game. It just, like, exists. Am I on screen at all for this? He said, looking up, going, nope. It can go hard. It can go hard. It's only draft. It's only draft. Again, here I go talking shit about my own stream. It's a format though that I think is fun. It's essentially like everybody gets 3 packs. Everybody opens up the first pack. They take 1 card. They pass the rest of it down, and they keep taking a card per pack, passing it down until that pack is done. And then they do it with the second pack, and then they do it with the third pack, and then eventually you have a deck. Sort of, maybe. Unless it's your first time, in which case you just have a pile of stuff that's just like, I took all the rares. Assholes. But yeah, I am shitting on my own streams, aren't I? You know, but I do enjoy the format, which is why, or the type of game that it is, which is why I was like, well, I want to stream more of these, you know, especially because like, it's not that I talk shit, but my God, sometimes I'm just like, fucking, come on, blink. I dare you to blink. I dare you to not block this. I dare you. Fucking dare you. Come on. Blink. And they blink and I just kill them. It's good. It's good. Oh, no, this is on screen. But yeah, those moments right there. Oh. Couldn't ask for more. It's a fun game that's a great way to spend a lot of money. Hey, Doritos. Cardboard. Oh my God. I wish I watched more Adventure Time. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. What's the matter, Summer? Yeah? Did you do your homework? No response. What do you mean? Hey, Maki. How you doing, Maki? My cat's demanding attention. Oh, what's the baby? Speaking of black cat. You know, Friday the 13th passed recently. And there was no bad luck. So I think that it's just an old wives' tale. What's the matter? She's full of purrs. She also doesn't want to be held like this. She's like so full of purrs, and she also just does not want to be held. Oh yeah, because my hand is like just disappearing off into the ether. Like, oh no. What if the cat is made up? What if there is no cat? Can you imagine? Well, she just jumped out of my lap again. What if there never was a cat? I'm watching this show called Avataro Sentai Don Brothers, and they recently it's Super Sentai. It's essentially the show that comes out in Japan that is what they make Power Rangers from, right? And they recently released an episode where it turns out that one of the characters, all of their best friends that they've been talking about this entire series, and how they have like a beautiful girlfriend and they have a bunch of really good friends. It turns out they're all a weird hallucination, and it's like near the end of the series, and it's just like, wait, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Oh no! And it's like, is this person gonna become like the final villain here? Because they're one of the Rangers, right? But also, like, sometimes they have an antagonistic relationship with the rest of the crew, because they have this weird split personality thing that goes on. It's a wild series, and if you're a fan of Super Sentai, I really, really recommend Avataro Sentai Don Brothers. You know, where was I? Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing, and like, you're referencing Power Rangers, and you're right. But that comes from the antagonistic relationship that was in the original series, right? So Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original first season was based on this series called Zyuranger. Why is my phone making all these sounds? Zyuranger. And in that series, the Red and the Green Ranger are actually brothers. But the Green Ranger, of course, is like at odds with the rest of the crew, right? And so that's why the Green Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers ends up being like a villain when they first introduce him, only to eventually join the team. In Zyuranger though, rather than him like losing his powers after like a few weeks of rangership or whatever, what really happens is he just dies. The curse kills him. He's cursed. He just dies, and so he passes on what little remains of his power to his brother, the Red Ranger. But then there's also an episode where like the Black Ranger in that series uses the Dragon Shield for whatever reason. I forget why. I don't think that makes it into the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Super Sentai is like, it's a different animal. Better is like an opinion, but I have to agree. If only because like they treat it a lot more like a television drama in Super Sentai versus Power Rangers, right? Power Rangers is just like, this is for kids. It's like when Joel Schumacher was directing Batman, and before each take he would scream out to the whole cast and crew, "Remember, this is a cartoon, ladies and gentlemen." And so like they treated it like real schlocky the entire time he was director of that film. And everybody treated it like a cartoon and nobody took it seriously. And that's why, you know, Batman and Robin is a very, very like, that movie basically makes fun of itself the whole time. I think this is going to be a little crooked, and I'm not fond of that. Trent from Dino Thunder, the white one, right? In Dino Thunder, that was in. So I think that was Abba Ranger in the Japanese version. I've never seen the original Sentai version of that. I think that was Abba Ranger though, and yeah, he's also. I think he's called the Abare Killer. In that series, the White Ranger, I should say, the Abare Killer, because it's a Abba Ranger, and he's supposed to be like there to kill them, and then like he doesn't. But yeah, like real talk, if you have any, it's like the most recent one, Dawn Brothers. It's a weird comedy the entire time, and it doesn't even take itself seriously. I absolutely adore it. The main character for like the majority of the beginning of the show was actually the Yellow Ranger, who's this high school girl who is just like being dragged through all these weird situations going like, what the f is going on? You know, she's just like, she's too young for all of it. And she's just like, I don't know what's going on and I hate it. And then, the Blue Ranger is just like a homeless man, who he's got an allergy to money. So he can't touch money. So he tries to live off of, producing services of art, right? Essentially, like he'll trade a poem for like a meal, and it's just like, just get out of here, you weird hippie. I don't respect you. Oh, lurking while working. All right. Oh, Mirage, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. How you doing, Mirage? How you feeling? Ren, thank you for the lurk. I am super duper sorry that I missed your stream. I wanted to see you play that game. Let's do these stitches. This is coming out crooked. I see this is coming out crooked. What's the matter, Summer? Did you even finish your food? Did you even finish your food? Oh yeah, no response to that, right? No response to that, I know. Someone's just starting shit. My cat's starting shit. You just rolled out of bed? Oh boy. You've been having a day of it, haven't you? Did you go back to sleep? I should definitely do a wallet. That's the eventual plan. I'm gonna start doing like more functional things. Well, not that these aren't functional. It's just these are practice. I need to work on developing my skills. Right? I was showing off a wallet that I had received years ago from an ex. You know, I picked it out, but she got it for me as like a birthday present. She's like, "What do you want for your birthday?" I was like, "I kind of want this, but like, you know, I don't know." And so she picked one out. She got it for me, and it was this wallet by this dude who goes by the name Quarter Leather. And what's interesting about that was that like recently I actually found his YouTube channel, and I've been watching a lot of his videos to develop techniques and like pick up on his stuff, because they're all like tutorials and stuff. Some of them are memey, like, can you make a leather wallet without using any leather working tools? And so like he makes it out of like, he uses a nail and a fork and like a box cutter, and it's just like, you memester son of, I know you're just playing with the algorithm at this point, but you son of a bitch. But yeah, like here, I was showing it off earlier. It's this wallet that I received years ago, and I don't use it anymore because it's kind of chunky, actually. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. There's like too many pockets. Although I like having a lot of pockets. No, not a dick warmer. You're going to go back to sleep again? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. I mean, if you need the rest. What's the matter, Summer? What? She's yelling at me. Oh, I never put it in the back pocket. You should never put a wallet in your back pocket because when you sit, it offsets, not offsets, it changes the balance of how you sit and changes, so like you could actually end up damaging your spine if you even have like a wallet that's this thin in your back pocket. Algorithm? Oh no. Where he just like tries to get you to recycle. And so anyway, this wallet is made by quarter leather. So it all just sort of like, Summer, stop. You gonna be a bad girl? She just said yes. She just said yes. I don't know if you guys heard that. She was like, yes. You have a fanny pack? This is going to be embarrassing. I'm going to say this before I step away for a few minutes to find out what this cat wants. I used to use a fanny pack. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I shall return momentarily. I'm going to go find out what this cat wants. Maybe she's hungry. I don't think so, because I don't think she ate. I'm going to have a quick snack, too. Summer, stop. Stop. I'll be right back. I have learned that my cat is a bad girl. And she is a bad girl who only seeks to, distract me. Because she didn't finish her food, and then I put her in front of it, and she was like, no, I don't want that. I tried to give her huggies, and she was like, no, I don't want this. I don't know what's going on. I don't think Al Gore can even physically doggy. I haven't watched Last of Us. I heard it's very good. But, you know. You have to gain a... Oh, no. I've done that, too, in the past, and it's like, I didn't think very highly of the original Game of Thrones, but you know, I guess it wasn't for me. Oh, Mason, people do movie nights on like private Discords all the time. I personally don't because I don't have my Discord's not really public. Oh God, that Mindy Kaling what's it called? That Mindy Kaling Scooby Doo. I don't know what that show's trying to do. I don't know what that show's trying to do. I watched a few episodes with some friends, and it's just like sometimes it takes itself too seriously, and sometimes it realizes it's a cartoon and acts real zany. And then like the preview for the next episode, which we didn't see, it probably is already out now. It's like there's like a lot of shots of like these cheerleaders, and it's just like, is this cartoon trying to make me horny? I don't know what's going on. I think they just tried to give everybody an ethnicity. That's all. I'm not against it for Velma, but it's just like aside from that, like I don't know what the writing's doing. Like it just none of it seems good. I don't know. Did they say it was terrible? They're probably gonna add Scooby-Doo right before the show gets canceled. Is it succeeding? Oh, you mean in making you horny? Yeah. No, but it's like it's real weird. Like there's like all this footage of like these girls, these cartoon girls. So like it's like, are you trying to give me a boner? Because like, A, it's working, but two, what the fuck? It's not what I'm here for, and that's not what you're here for. Stop pretending. I don't know what they're trying to do with that show. I really don't. I really don't know what's going on with that show. I'm sure that a lot of that's like user rated reviews, and a lot of people are like just downvoting or down rating that show simply because like they don't like the woke aspect of it, right? And I don't. Again, that's not my concern with the show. I think the show is like bad regard, independent of that, right? But you know, some people, especially like crybabies, will like go rate a show that they haven't even watched solely because it's like they're trying to do a thing with it, you know, in terms of like making the cast more diverse, you know. Which I don't agree with that, but you know, some people have too much free time on their hands. Yeah. Okay. So next thing that goes into the budget, definitely get a new camera because this is like all blurry and shit, and we're gonna like wait, do I no go from here? Unwhitewashing. What a weird phrase, but also yes. As I smack the camera, trying to put too much force on this one. Let's bring this through here again, and then that'll be good. And we could just like finish off this edge. I think my cat just wanted me to get up for a little bit because she's like left me alone now. My cat's such a pain sometimes, but she means well. She's just a bit of a dummy. Beetle Bailey. I haven't heard that name in years. Beetle Bailey. Holy crap-a-roo. Holy cannoli. Beetle Bailey. Where's my lighter? There you are. Smash that down and perfecto. All right. Since that's like kind of in place. Oh, this is going to be like a snug sheath. As all sheaths should be snug. I don't know what the fuck I'm getting on with that one. I don't even know if I think that original Scooby-Doo was good. I did not really enjoy it as a kid. I kind of wanted other shows to be on instead of Scooby-Doo, to be perfectly honest. So I don't have like that connection or attachment to it. I'm just like, whatever. Right? Um Oh, Ren and Stimpy was absolutely fucking insane. The guy who made it though is a creep. He like he from what I understand he was grooming um another animator, and then like they had like this really weirdly abusive relationship. They had this weirdly drop my hammer. They had this weirdly abusive relationship on set or at the offices all the time. And so like it was sort of a not so secret joke that the reason why Ren treats Stimpy so rudely all the time was actually based off of John K's treatment of his significant other, who they would see every day because she worked on the show. She's still in animation too. I'm glad that she didn't get scared away from it just because, like, you know, her boss slash boyfriend was kind of a prick. Because she's actually really talented. No, it's not a fork. It looks like a fork, doesn't it? Like this is for the this is for crabs and lobsters, right? And then this is the salad fork, right? This is for salad fork. This is for your main course, right? There's a lot of things that are in that show that like I think the censors were asleep. You know? It's like when someone screams mods are asleep, post sinks, and then people start posting pictures of sinks. You know? I think I have one more in there, right? I do have to do one more after this. There goes my knife-o, falling on the floor. Into a rat and a fox. Why a fox? Wait, what? Are you toast? You I actually have thought about doing that. I don't know if I would. So I have to warn you, each booster has like one less figure in it because they put like a construct, but there's new yeah, they put the whole the Scooby Gang in there at different rarities. That like some of the chases are Scooby Gang, but also in the so for that set, the release date kit or whatever it is called is Ultra Instinct Shaggy for the release date promo. You know, the one that's like in a box and it comes with a map and everything, like the Deadpool. And I think that's like $20. But like it's Ultra Instinct Shaggy, so he's got like Superman stats, you know, hypersonic speed and like invincible and like 19 defense, which is I'm glad they're in on the meme. You know? Like I'm glad. I really am. But I don't agree with the rest of the set, or rather the chases. Because if you look at the chases, right? Like there's a 60-point Shaggy who's got like charge and 12 attack and like 3 damage and quake, and it's like, who the fuck statted these characters? That's not how Shaggy rolls. And then like somebody tried to explain to me and other people that like, oh, they're based on this like apocalyptic storyline Scooby-Doo thing. It's like they don't look like it. They look like the fucking cartoon from the 60s. Sorry. I get upset. I don't know where he came from, Ultra Instinct Shaggy. I really have no idea where the origin of that is. Multiverses. I mean, like, honestly, I feel like Multiverses is a dead game at this point. Like, I don't think anybody plays it anymore. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure that there's like a dedicated fan community, but like, it almost feels like it's a dead game now. You know, nobody talks about it, right? Like Chuck was like super into it, and you know, was like telling me like, "Oh, LeBron's broken. You should play with LeBron. He's one of the DLC characters." And now it's just like he doesn't even talk about it. It's like he doesn't give a shit. And I feel like if Chuck's not talking about it, the game stopped having a community a long time ago. What am I crafting? Hey, what's up? Having fun. So I'm just making some stuff for practice because this is like my day 3 of working on this. But right now I'm making essentially a sheath for these scissors because I don't want these to stab me. Slowly coming to terms with how to like do things. Like I think I shouldn't have. I don't know. Maybe I should have glued them down first. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Because this is like a little off. But also maybe when I finish it, it'll fix itself. I don't know. But yeah, essentially it's all practice. You'd rather play Smash. Yeah, exactly. Like Smash, I feel like they still get like updates and stuff, don't they? Or no, wait, they did release the last character. I think it was like Sora from Kingdom Hearts. My god, Smash has like so many characters from like so many licenses in it, you know? They got Persona 5's Joker, they have Sora from Kingdom Hearts, they have Pac-Man for whatever reason, and Snake from Metal Gear. And then like Fire Emblem's like in-house, but more or less, because that's all Nintendo. But there's so many like just licenses that are just like from outside. They got Ryu and Ken and Terry Bogard have joined the fight for like whatever reason. And Tekken fighters, you know, just to have them in there, and it's like, this is wild. Is it the strongest community? I feel like it's also one of the most antagonistic communities. I feel like there's a lot of shit talk there, you know, and there's a lot of you know, not wonderful people. My cousin does competitive Smash, and like he's posted on his Instagram about like flying off to go to tournaments and shit. You know, like he takes that shit seriously. I should keep this on camera. But like, you know, and it seems like they're all having like a good quality time together. But I've also like heard of so many like online beefs where people are just talking shit to one another, and it's just like, does this are does it really have to be like this personal? Can't y'all just chill and play the fucking game? Why is everyone such an asshole? No, alright, it's just me. Oh. How was your weekend? Having fun? There's there's a new one that just came out too. Playmakers. Chuck would have had my head if I didn't get that right. It like just came out, and it's got like all these indie game characters in it. Pull this down. Pull this through. Where did I learn how to do this? I kind of... So it's a combination of like knowing how to craft things already, right? And then just watching tutorials on YouTube, you know, for like all the stuff that I didn't know, right? Like I didn't know how to thread until I watched the video on how to thread. But like, you know, cutting leather, it was just like I apply my ability to cut chipboard and cardboard for making architectural models in order to cut leather, right? Like I'm already very proficient in that, and it's not that hard, you know. It's something that you need to practice, that's all. Like if you're ever like curious about a hobby, you can probably just like go online, look up some videos, and then just be like, oh, that's not that bad, and then pick it up and learn it, and then like be like, well, here we go, I'm buying some stuff, I'm doing this. In retrospect, I probably would have bought like better tools, you know. But that's like, I probably should buy better tools. I've heard that like better tools just will like serve you better long term. But like I just got these tools, you know, and it was just like, it was all sort of like a simple purchase of like one kit, you know. So what is it? I heard the Wii, wasn't the Wii a trash console, Maki? Wasn't that, didn't everybody call it the trash console? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was the Wii U that was the bad one, right? But being consistent is hard for you. Um, well, what do you like doing, I guess, is the question. Because, like, depending on what you like doing will determine, like, probably what you would enjoy doing as a hobby. Because I think that being consistent is partially about, like, you know, do I enjoy this? If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to want to go back to it, right? Yes, that is true, feels. And they do it mainly because, like, I think it's just a holdover of, like, what they learned from the Game Boy, right? The Gunpei Yokoi, when designing the Game Boy, had like this motto about like using or making the most out of like old technologies that they knew how to like, you know, knew how to work with essentially. So it's like, well, let's use this old tech to get the most out of it, right? I think I made this thread too short. We'll find out in a little bit. I was trying to make it long too. What is up with that? If you ask Grandpa if the Wii is on, he's just gonna piss himself. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Not everybody's grandparent is incontinent. Or outcontinent, I guess. Wait, was it? Oh, that's right. That's because the PS2 was like kind of a, not a dookie machine, but like they released it really early, you know? I think it was like, aside from the Dreamcast, it was like the second one to come out, right? The second console from that generation to come out. And then the Xbox is just like, we're just going to be stronger than everyone else. So they put like basically like $800 in PC components in there. And it didn't work. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I think we're going to be fine. These holes are very, 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 not great. I blame myself for that. I gotta practice more, that's all. Like, if you like to work with your hands, I almost want to recommend doing model kits first, right? Like actual, like, oh yeah, this, in this box, if you build this, you'll get, you know, the Gundam whatever, or the, this Digimon model kit, or whatever, you know? Or if you don't like anime, then you could build, like, model cars, right? If you like collecting things, I think that that's, what the hell just happened here? Easel Cat, thank you for becoming a dickhead. If you like, you know, painting, paint. You know, if you like illustrating, draw, right? If you like collecting things, oh, that's what I was gonna say. If you like collecting things, that sure is one of the most lazy hobbies, but it can be a hobby. Just collecting things is like essentially, I bought the thing that I like. Cool, cool. Congratulations, I'm happy for you. No, 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 I can't legally do that. I can't legally do that. I mean, I can, but not here, baby. Not here, baby. Okay. Apples to bruised bananas. Aw. Oh, the Virtual Boy? That thing costs like Gunpei Yokoi his friggin' job. You know? Like, poor guy. He just wanted the best for the company, and he was like, let's do this, and it failed, and he was just like about to retire, but he, because of that, because of like the horrible ness that was the Virtual Boy, he was just like, I'm gonna stay on, and I'm gonna work on the next big thing. Oh, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way, boys and girls. Alright, let's just finish this up. I was facing the wrong way and I went the wrong way. It's fine. It made some kids blind. I don't, but not like literally blind. It's just like it hurt. It hurt to look, right? Alright. And mostly done. Okay. Let's see if this fits this. It's a very simple sheath. I didn't want to put like any fasteners or anything in it. Okay. Alright. It's kind of holding with friction. Okay, so there's a few things we have to do now that we're done with that. It's involving finishing the edges, right? Where are they? Not this. There we go. What, the Wii? Oh my god. Remember when they... Because of the Wii, the PlayStation 3, I think it was, and or maybe it was the PS4. No, the PlayStation 3, right? And the Xbox both had to have, like, motion controls. And so they added, like, those stupid, what was it called? That weird lollipop thing for the PlayStation, and the Kinect, which then got built into, like, every 360, was it? And that was a mistake. The PlayStation Move. Ugh. Ugh. PlayStation Move the fuck out of this. I should be doing this on camera. Alright, so we're gonna take care of these edges. I should have stropped. Forgot to strop. Always gotta strop. Just gonna do this edge right here. Take care of all these edges. The corner, or rather this part's gonna be a pain in the ass because I am right-handed. Okay. Kinda did that right. Alright. Alright. It's not even on screen. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this. So, I think I'm gonna start working on. I ordered some more leather. I'm gonna start working on some easy card holders, right? I don't know if that's gonna be the next project, but I want to. Christ, that was the wrong angle. That's why. Okay, that could be the back. That could be the back. I want to work on something that's like something that people can use. So, I work on card holders next. I do want to do some more finishing though, which is probably why I should like do another. Like, this is for the kit, but not like overtly a thing that goes in the kit, right? If that makes any sense. Strop. I hate this. I hate this so much. I don't want it to like jump. There we go. All right. There we go. Don't let some leather. What? What happened? What? Why? What? Remy, no. Also, welcome back, Rem. Hope your day's been going well. Just trying real hard to not cut myself. Round that up. Okay, so the edges are kind of done. Let me whoop. Sand the edges, get them a little bit more uniformsies. There's very little like ASMR value here if I don't aim the microphone at that, huh? Oh well. Tough. I was told there's a few ways to finish an edge that don't involve beeswax, tokonol, right? And this is one of them. You sand the edge, then you hit it with canvas just to like smooth it out. Then you hit it with the No, this is the second thing. This is the second thing. This is the second. This is number 2. How many hours I've been working on this project? Yeah, this is the second thing, but figure maybe 2 hours? No, not 2 hours. Maybe? I don't know. Forgot. I'm not supposed to put pressure on this. I'm supposed to just, like, rub. But yeah, I finished one thing, and that was the wing divider holder, right? Also, if you're trying to evaluate, is that a fly or is that a bit of dust? I could have sworn I took care of all the flies, and then I saw a fruit fly the other day. Fuck me. If you're trying to decide whether or not to do leather crafting, it's like really more about like whether or not you feel like doing leather crafting. And then you shouldn't base it on like the time invested, right? Because whether or not you'll be rewarded is more determined by like if you enjoy working with your hands, that sort of thing, right? Some people just like, you know, like I remember one of my hobbies used to be what's it called? Painting Warhammer miniatures. I never played them, I just painted them. I enjoyed painting them. I enjoyed amassing the army, but I didn't like, you know, I wouldn't have sold them, I wouldn't have let them go. I just enjoyed painting them, you know? Okay. That's kind of done. This edge is a little wonky, but I'm gonna leave that for now. So there we go. Probably shouldn't put that in there in compression. Hey, Evil Rafus, thank you. How have you been, dude? Oh, this one looks like there's a little bit of a... I'll take care of that drink in a second. Let me just do that. There we go. There we are. Your ADHD refuses to let you paint miniatures? Oh. There's a few ways around that, right? You could just assemble them and then like, you know, hit them with the base coat and then hit them with a wash, you know, and that kind of produces like a fairly sophisticated look with them, right? You know? Or you could like, and this is the more expensive route, and it takes out like half of the hobby. Not painting them is half the hobby, but what was it? You could buy you could buy pre-painted miniatures, right? Sometimes it costs a lot, but you know? I would call this done. Likely done. I could finally get rid of this stupid bag that they shipped this in. Because I think we're just gonna store that in there for now. Not... I think I still need work on, like, doing this, but I think that that's pretty good. I think it's still, like, one of the better looking ones that I've done so far, right? It feels pretty secure in there. You think it's a girl because it don't flinch? What? What? Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, just a quick sheath, because I don't trust myself to not stab myself or cut myself with these fucking things. Look. What are you working on, Maki? What are you planning on working on? So I think that's project number 3 down in the books, right? First thing we worked on today when we finished off was the holder for the wing divider. So there's that, right? We made a sheath. Be nice if I could center these things on screen. The first project we ever did, this thing to hold my needles, right? Because they were just loose in the case. It didn't come with a tie. Is it a suit? What? I'm confused. A bookend with mini... Oh! That still sounds like it sounds really cool, actually. Does the city light up? 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 Let me clean up. Does the city light up? I need to know. Does the city light up? And sheath your blade and put your transgressions on the gods. Oh no. Oh wait, pay for your transgressions. Oh no. It does light up. I like that. I like that. That sounds like it's gonna be real cool. And you know what? Even if you don't like have a book collection, right? Whatever. It just goes on your shelf. And maybe one day in the future you get books. Maybe one day it's just something that like, you know, something else that you have on the shelf leans on. Whatever. Or maybe it's just it itself is the thing that's on the shelf, right? I'm gonna clean up and then we're gonna switch over to Persona 5. So stream is not done yet. It's just I am done practicing for today. There have been times where I've like wanted to just do this stuff off stream, but I really feel like I need to get this stuff down documented, you know? I can always work on stuff off stream some other time, but you have 150 Wii games? Holy shit. I don't think I own that many games on anything. That's not true. I have a Steam account. Building a miniature city in Minecraft. Wait, what? That sounds kind of cool, actually. I never got into Minecraft because I think it. Ooh, what is this doing here? Should have threw that out. I think it kind of missed me at the point where, like, I know that it's a lot of younger people were into it. Younger. Oh god, I sound old. But I'm also an architect, so like by trade, not like professionally, at least not anymore. Not currently, I should say. But I remember trying to play around with Minecraft after I finished university, and I was just like, I can't do this. It felt too restrictive as an architect to try to work in Minecraft, and so it's just like I can't. This is not for me. This is for somebody else. This is like that instant ramen type architecture. I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying like this is my brain is not anywhere near where this is. So, you know. You're streaming yourself putting it together? So is it like wait, so is it like a kit or is it like a craft that you want to put together? Because I've seen like people just from scratch, they'll be like, all right, I'm just gonna make this, and then you see them make like out of chipboard, they're just like, oh, there's a little table, there's a little just make the little thing, put the transfers onto it, and it's like a little shack, and you just keep doing that for like a couple of minutes, and then suddenly it's like they have like a whole ass village, and then just put that into a box, and it's like, you son of a bitch. Oh, okay. Listen, that's like whenever I've seen someone do that on like a thing, it's always been like really impressive, but you could tell that they just like have been at it for several years. You know what I mean? You did sports and business at uni? Ooh. Are you a big fan of sports? I've never been a big sports fan. I'm sorry, everybody. I know you all are like, what do you mean you're not a sports fan? You're so full of testosterone and vitriol and vigor, and it's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I have probably incredibly low T. No. If I thought I had low T, I'd probably see a doctor about it. And if you have low T, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with you. And I mean, go see a physician though. Like real talk, you should see a physician. That's what I was trying to say. You know, like there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Scratch. Ooh. LEDs are kind of fun to work with. You probably need LEDs. But you need to fix. I mean, like, you know what guys, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. I know it came out wrong because I was like, I stumbled at a certain point during the middle of that statement. But like, I was trying to say, like, you know, like, I don't want you to feel bad about like something that just like happened to happen. You know. I know. I know. But like also I realized that like as I was trying to do it, it was like coming out weird. I was just like, I'm fucking this up. I'm fucking this up. I knew I was fucking it up. So just put that in there. All right. Oh, there you are. I don't think I can ever force this into this plastic sheath. Or dad for short. Oh no. I'm sorry, Maki. It just the state of a lot of things are like that, and I fucking hate it. But unfortunately, people that are in control of these things, they don't want to pay me very well either as an architect. Which is one of the reasons why I hate being an architect. Kind of why I don't really want to like return to an architecture firm. It's just like ugh, 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 ugh. Throw that out, actually. Needles? Is that everything? I think that's everything, right? Just put these in there. Yeah. Okay, so that. Does this go in here too? I don't know if this will close now. I don't know if this will close now, but we're gonna try. No, it definitely doesn't close now. It's this thing. It's the wing divider. It closed before, that's why. Alright, where's my zipper? Okay, so I'm gonna be right back in like 10 to 15 minutes. Kinda make myself something to eat. You know, something light, something quick. I'm gonna set up. I gotta vacuum this place because there's a lot of shit. And I gotta disassemble this whole setup, which is a mess. Because there's no sheath for them. So like they'll just be loose in there. No, like it's not really a place for them, feels. Hold on. Let me show you. It's not really a place for them. It's just held down, right? This is not really a place for the scissors, right? Like they'll just be loose in there. It is for practice, but also like there's no place for these needles, right? These needles, when I got this kit, these needles were in a vial, a plastic vial, and that vial shattered. So I was like, well, I'll make a pouch for them then, right? It's just, there's like, it's kind of like having a toolbox, you know? You still want to put like everything into like whatever case that it goes to in the toolbox, but... Oh, no, it's okay. No, it's good to, it's good, because like, it's weird, because the whole thing is just like, there's a case, but like everything's just sort of like, bleh, in there, you know what I mean? Yeah, I just, we'll talk, I'm very worried that I will cut myself with half of this shit. Like, that's not a joke, like, those scissors, oh, fuck me, those are sharp. This thing right here, which is gonna remain loose, it's got a point. It's got a point. You can like really hurt somebody with that. I'm like half. I think I found them all, Maki. I found one of them in the carpeting, and it was just like cool. That's when I knew I had to do something. That's when I knew I had to do something. I found a needle in the carpeting. I was just like looking down, and it's like glimmer, glimmer, glimmer. I was like shit. So I picked apart the entire kit, and I was just like, where's the rest of these fucking things? All right. So I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna switch over to Persona 5, the Royal. I just got into the Royal content as of last stream, and so shit's going weird. It's not the heroin needles. Feels I thought you were gonna not tell people about that. All right, so I'm gonna switch over. All right, I'm gonna have to plug in the old, what's it called? You know, the card, the capture card. Oh god. Brain. Come on, brain. Don't do this to me. So I'll be right back. Give me like 15 minutes, maybe 20. I know it keeps getting longer. Unlike certain things. Haha! I mean, they might have a good time, but then you might kill them. Mason, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll be right back, okay? I promise. I promise I'll return. I promise. I do promise. I'm making a promise right here. On my honor.